AEW review. It's Wednesday night. Keith Lee is all elite.
This is Wardlow from AEW, and you're watching The Joe Cronin Show.
A wrestling podcast with attitude.
Tonight, a debut of Keith Lee and the Forbidden Door. Is that because of the New Japan showing? I don't know, of Jay White. I'm not sure, but Keith Lee debuts tonight. He is who we expected, and he is who we got. So, there you have it. As expected, tonight, Keith Lee showed up. And now Chris Jericho's on some kind of restaurant show, so how about that? Jericho going around eating sandwiches and Subways and things like that. Keith Lee was the winner of the poll. We put out the poll earlier for a lot of you guys, and the poll was exactly as we expected. We thought the poll would be Keith Lee, and it was. And just about everywhere the polls were correct, to be honest. Going over to Twitter, taking a look at Twitter and what they're saying, the polls ended up being very, very correct. We look at the poll from earlier today. We asked you guys who is debuting. You said someone from... You guys were correct on everything, by the way. Who's debuting? I gave you three choices. Killer Cross, someone from New Japan, or Braun Strowman. You guys chose someone from New Japan. You were correct. And then also in my other poll, I said, who is debuting out of these lots? Bray Wyatt, Ryback, Shane McMahon, Triple H, Keith Lee. You guys went with Keith Lee. It was indeed Keith Lee. I'd just like to say, you were all right on both instances. Absolutely right. Jay White from New Japan shows up. That was the second poll. Keith Lee, that was the first poll. You were correct as well. Congratulations to the JCS audience, man. You guys were flawless in the polls today. Man, 400 of you guys voted there, including on Patreon. We had a poll on Patreon as well. Taking a look at the poll on Patreon, it was a little bit different because you could actually vote for more than one person, and the poll was only up a little bit. But looking at that poll, the poll was a little bit different than the Twitter poll. You guys actually got that wrong. So the people on Patreon were actually incorrect. You guys voted for Bray Wyatt. He got 8 votes. Keith Lee only received 5 votes, and actually the winner was someone not on the list. Someone not on the list at 12, so pretty much that was a bust. Someone from New Japan only received 2 votes, so for whatever reason, the people on Patreon weren't really close at all. But the people on Twitter, you guys were in the know, I guess. Everybody on Twitter really nailed it. So congrats to the people on Twitter, man, for hitting the nail on the head over there, man. Really, really amazing stuff. Look at the poll here in the chat, for God's sake. Yeah, Jay White, about 80. I mean, listen, 80,000 people maybe give a crap about Jay White. And you know, AEW knows that. That's why Jay White was like a little bit of a tantalizing fakery. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, is this the guy showing up? Oh, my God. You know, no, he was just a little addition, you know. I'm sure New Japan is desperate. Aren't they running out of money and stuff like that? So I'm sure they'd love to debut some people over here in AEW. So that made sense. It was a backstage segment. It wasn't like he came out like, here's my debut. They know that. They know how to keep people safe. They know how to not, you know what I mean, have a guy debut and 30% of the crowd is like, you know, doesn't care about it. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want someone to look bad. So, they know what they're doing with those debuts, I think. But what did you think about Keith Lee's debut? That's what I'm curious about. So we're going to get to that after I end this poll. And we are going to put up a poll in a second that's going to ask you guys what you thought about Keith Lee. How do you feel about it? So we're going to put that poll up right now. Set the poll up right now. DJ Scandalous is here in the chat. We're going to hear from you guys tonight. If you guys want to get your opinions out there, go ahead and, drop them. Feel free to do via a dono if you want. And we are going to be heading over a little bit later to Discord as well, plus potentially opening up the phone lines also. So lots of stuff here. Mox was also kind of a bit of a red herring. A little bit. You thought Mox... honestly, I got to be honest. Based on what I've been hearing from a lot of you guys, I wasn't 100%, but I started thinking, man, you know what? There's going to be more surprises tonight. I thought that CM Punk's partner was going to be some kind of surprise. And then I started thinking that I heard that Tony Khan was still going to come out to deliver a big promotional news or something with somebody. So there's a little confusion there. And I think sometimes AEW gets into that sort of, it's a mistake that they overhype things. Like they set up a lot of other things that could be a surprise, and that sort of makes people get excited for no reason when they shouldn't. You know what I mean? And that, I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know if that's our fault for being greedy, overhyped weirdos, or is it AEW's fault for basically just setting the bar so crazy high that you don't know what's going on and you think every second is a surprise is coming. And when you say the forbidden door is open, you start thinking, well, hey, man, there's going to be a bunch of, what does that mean? There's going to be, the doors are just wide open. This show is going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. And so people start thinking that, I think, and I think sometimes it gets in people's heads. And you get hype, and you start getting on the hype train. You're like, oh, more's coming. Oh, my God, more's coming later. And then after that, who knows, whatever. And people start, we start being ridiculous, and it was Keith Lee. That was the surprise. It was Keith Lee, and it almost, I think a lot of people thought because it happened so, right in the middle of the show that, there's more to come. And I thought that too. I thought, Keith Lee's like the mid-card signing. There's going to be a bigger name, or, and I think that, again, people get overhyped, and I don't know whose fault that is 100%. I'm not 100% sure on that, but either way, it was it's a good show tonight, man. It really was. We got to talk about this from the beginning. How about the beginning vibe of the show? One thing that you can't deny is that Tony Khan has been creating a friggin' phenomenal atmosphere. That crowd was shaking. The vibe, I was getting goosebumps at the beginning of the show. What a great opening. The show started wonderfully. Energy from everybody who came out this is really important. Here we go. And I think they were in New Jersey tonight, if I'm not correct or incorrect. The crowd was wonderful. The heat was wonderful. Making ring announcer, God, I forget his name, the ring announcer read that stuff about banging rats or whatever the fuck. I mean, dude, that was a wonderful beginning to the show tonight. You really can't, overlook that enough. You can't. I mean, you really don't want to overlook that. At how wonderful that opening tonight of the show was. It really was great. The energy was kicking off right from the get-go. Beautifully done. Keith Lee, how about his debut? He absolutely launches Won a Private Party across the goddamn ring. In fact, I honestly think that match was a little too long. I thought the longer it went, the more steam Keith Lee started to lose. I thought that Keith Lee should have just thrown him up in the air across the ring, ran him over, beat him up, a little fight back for a second, and then Keith Lee squashes him. That's what I would have done. I think Keith Lee was in there a little too long. That's my opinion. Justin Roberts, thank you. Mouse Blaze, I don't know why I forget Justin's name, but I did. Alzheimer's disease, I don't know. But it was, it is what it is.
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated $50. You donated $50, motherfucker, boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Oh, it's Keith Lee.
Show was a 7.5 out of 10. Keith Lee is an excellent signing, but nobody but diehards will know who Jay White besides the Bullet Club connection. The whole first hour was fucking great, but the main event was the only good thing during the second hour.
Yeah, second hour went a little downhill, man. Soundwave, thank you so much, dude. Holy crap, dude. Soundwave dropping $50 bomb! Wow, I just blew my voice. A $50 bomb about to come down the aisle. Soundwave 92. Thank you, Soundwave 92. Holy jumping jingle bells. By the way, I thought, God, I swear to God, you just triggered my mind, Soundwave 92. I thought Jim Ross called somebody a spooky person. I thought Jim Ross called Jade Cargill. Did anybody else hear that? He said, wow, that's a spooky person. Like, wow, they are spooky. And I went, what? Like, what is, oh my God, no. And then he was like, you know, that, the manager of Jade. Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, he almost rushed Limbaugh, Jade Cargill. Oh my God, bro. I was losing it because I was like, what? Like, oh my God, no, he's going to get canceled. They're going to come after JR again for like the 5th time. But he was talking about his her manager. I couldn't fucking believe it though, because it sounded, I didn't really hear it right, and I was like, and then he was like, yeah, you know, that guy, Greg, whatever, I don't even know the guy's name. Oh my God, bro, I was dying because I was like, oh, you can't leave it like that. I don't know who's he talking about. They just canceled Rogan, like or they tried to. They're gonna come after Jim Ross next. And you know what you do if they do come after you? You tell them to suck your cock. That's what you tell them. Hit that like button and stick the thumb up my rectum, baby. All right? Stick the thumb up my rectum. Oh, boy. All right, so, Bonelia, it might be because of what you're saying. If you say something crazy, they, like, delete it, or periods. They don't like periods in Super Chats. But if you can't, just use the link up below and do Streamlabs or Elements or something. And fuck Super Chat. They take 30% anyway, you know what I mean? Here's the poll right now. We're gonna check in on this every so few often moments. 211 votes. It's only been up a few seconds now. Actually, 6 minutes it's been up. And you guys already got this thing at 213 votes. Are you happy with the big news that it's Keith Lee who's debuted in AEW tonight? Are you happy with that? And you guys have spoken, and so far 68%. We really need to get that to 69% because I'm a child. So let's go ahead and do that, please. And if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and subscribe down below like Margretti just did. Margretti, what's up? Welcome to the shows. I got videos every day. We're live after every WWE AEW event. Bloody main event match tonight. Great stuff here.
To the man who's better than you, and you know it. PG Punk twice in that dumpster fire known as Chicago in the mid wrestling, the greatest of all time, the Sprawl God, the salt of the earth, the man who beat PG Punk twice in that dumpster fire known as Chicago.
This was great. They got Justin Roberts reading all this shit. Tully's laughing his ass off. And then, man, it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better than MJF coming out, being carried like royalty to the ring in AEW. I mean, this is fire right here. Look at those shoes, bro. Those shoes say one of two things. One, you're rich, or two, you butt pump in the shower with a man. Now, either way, I don't care what your preference is. That's okay with me. But I just love the fact that he had the balls to go ahead and, throw those on and wear them to the ring while being carried by, we'll call them men, I guess, but whatever they are. Beautiful stuff there. Great troll job, great energy. The crowd is eating out of MJF's ass at this point as he cuts a great promo with the heel heat fire. Wardlow's expressions are absolutely just friggin' perfect. Wardlow is playing this beautifully. All the boys together. They really have they're building Wardlow to be this megastar, man, or at least this very important guy. AEW has made Darby something. They made a couple other people something. Wardlow is about to be next, and if he started with hype and then died immediately, and over the months and months here, building up slowly back up to something here, and it's kind of sexy to watch, to be honest. I got to be honest, it's pretty hot to watch. You know, beautifully done. CM Punk comes out, cuts a great promo, says he's got to find a partner for whatever reason. Long talking segment, 15 minutes, but the crowd is hot for all of it almost. And now people think there's going to be a surprise in the Punk match, though. I will say that's a little bizarre. Then Andrade El Idolo has a weird exchange in the back with everybody in Darby Allin, and he says, me and you have something in common that no one else does or something. And basically the only thing that I think Darby and El Idolo have in common is they both can't really speak on the mic, but that's okay because they're building something, I suppose. So, okay, thank you for that. Then we cut to the Wardlow match, which was pretty good. Get some commercial stuff here. It's just a beatdown pretty much of the Blade or the Butcher, whatever he is, whichever one, I don't remember. Who cares? And then, unfortunately, I think at this point there was just a lot of talking. It was maybe a little too much almost, but it was all right. But, you know, there's just a lot of talking. But interesting segment here is the Inner Circle comes out and they can't get along. They're calling each other out. Looks like a fucking Joe Cronin show, fucking turning from 2019. As they all just can't get on the same page. Everybody jealous of everything. And Jericho's the leader. And Sammy Guevara's like, yo, I'm fucking awesome. I ain't got no time for this. I'm out until you figure it out. So that's interesting. They leave us with that. Pretty long segment as well. You know, about 12-minute, 11-minute segment. A little bit long, but you know, it was needed to be done. And at that point, we cut to the backstage, and Jay White shows up. I don't care about Jay White. I have no idea who he is. Some New Japan guy thing, and maybe he's Bullet Club now. I don't even know. But Jay White shows up, who looks like Anthony Green, but wears more black than Anthony Green. You know, so he shows up. I don't really know much about him except for people say, oh my God, it's Jay White. And then I don't know why I'm supposed to know who that is. Kind of looks like Conor McGregor if Conor McGregor mutated into Seth Rollins as well. I've seen a couple of his matches in New Japan. That's about it. And then we get, I really did think that I think it's Isaiah, right, that had the match against Keith Lee. We get the debut of whoever this is going to be, the mystery opponent in this match. Soundwave 92, thank you for the $50 dono, man.
Oh my God! I agree.
WWE doesn't own any of the copyrights, so for He Is Limitless, Keith Lee appears on the screen. Keith Lee basically looking exactly like Keith Lee would have looked anywhere else coming out. The look on is it Isaiah? I forget his name now. I don't know, whatever. One of the private party guys. I you know, I'm starting to wonder if I have like stroke. If I have like strokes in my head or something. Cuz I forget people's names more than JR at this point. But man, look at that look. Look at the look. Look at his look, how he looks. I mean, that's a hilarious reaction to oh God, I'm facing Keith Lee. But you would think with all the weeks of, you know, speculation on Twitter, you would be prepared for Keith Lee. Like, you know what? It could be Keith Lee. You know?
And look at his look, how he looks.
Look at his look, how he looks.
Oh man, look at the face. He's all man. Good God Almighty, look who's here.
Man, there are. Listen, I'm not here to deprecate my own people, but some of the white people in the crowd reacting to this are hilarious. Are you guys aware of the people in the crowd that they went to for some of these shots? Watch this. I'm going to pause it. Oh, this guy. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Dude, bro. Yo, if you're going to wear it, I mean, bro, what are you wearing? Can someone explain to me what the fuck this guy is wearing? Bro, this guy is dressed like Ben Shapiro. But he's got a gigantic fucking head. He's wearing some kind of like, I don't know, like navy fucking Old Navy white guy sweatshirt on top of, what, a suit with a purple tie? And he has the dimples of a puppet rapist. And his tie is really loose, but huge. I mean, what the fuck is going on with the white people that go to AEW? I mean, I'm just saying, like, what's going on here? Why does every white person in the crowd look like Pee Wee Herman's descendants? I don't understand this. What the fuck is this guy doing? What is this guy? I mean, dude, what is this guy? Yo, this guy looks like a fucking doll come to life, bro. This guy looks like a fucking doll come to life. What the fuck is this guy? How do you get your hairline to do that? Is that the swivel? Yo, if this guy's ears get any smaller, he'd be legally considered deaf. If this guy's ears got any smaller, I would call him anti-Dumbo. If this guy's dimples get any more wrinkly, and he gets any more at all, he will immediately have a red dot over his house on Google, bro. And that's not all. That's not all that reacted to Keith Lee. By the way, JR was jacked. He's always jacked for shit like this, bro. Watch this. Look at this. Here's another example. Bro, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not trying to, live up to what, certain Canadians say about me with my race thing, but I mean, can we get some fucking more masculine white people in the crowd, please? Like, what the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck is this? Are you serious? I'm sorry, bro. I hate to bring the review to a halt by picking apart the crowd and the audience. I mean, bro, first we got guys crying, which I get, man. I'm emotional. I love wrestling. I don't want to make fun of any of these people, okay? I don't want to do it, really. But Philadelphia? Are you serious? This Eagles fan? These are the Eagles fans now? Yo, the Eagles fans used to eat their own shit if they lost. The Eagles fans used to beat the shit out of people with fucking bricks. What the fuck is this? Bro. Hey, God, could you make the front of my hair, could you give me the receding hairline of a 50-year-old at the age of 22? And could I possibly get a nose that's bigger than my rat head? Like, could we have that happen? Hey, it'd be fun if the whole crowd looked like shooters. That'd be awesome. That'd be funny. I'm sure the ad revenue would do great. I mean, bro, can we put people on camera who might have had sex at some point in their life? With a willing participant? I mean, seriously, bro, what the fuck? Am I watching AEW Dynamite or is this MSNBC's audience? What the fuck is going on here, bro? Dude, what the fuck is this? Please cut the front of your hair. Please cut the front of your hair. Either have your teeth fixed, cut the front of your hair, or take the glasses off. Do something. Or please get surgery on your ears because they're too small for your head, for your gigantic head. I'm sorry. This is not nice. I apologize. This is not nice. I mean, look at me. I can't grow facial hair. But, I'm just saying, what the fuck are these people in the crowd? They chose these shots. I'm not saying, whatever. It is what it is. Keith Lee is limitless, and he's here, baby. He's here. Cancel Joe for making fun of Make-A-Wish kids. Look at this face. I'm just saying, some of the shots, man, they were sus. Some of these people are sus. I'm just fucking around. Poor people. I hope one of them watches the review and is like, what the fuck is he making fun of me? I'm just kidding. I needed something to drag out 10 minutes here. Come on. I decided to pick on the audience. What am I going to do? But see how fucking awful they looked Watch how cool, like, white guys, we got to step up our game, dude. We got to step up our game, okay? I'm just saying, white guys, we got to step up our game, dude. What the fuck, bro? Did you see those guys? But, like, look how cool. Dude, wait till you see how cool this guy is. Wait till you see this, bro. Watch this. This is going to blow your fucking socks off, people. Let me explain to you. Like, those guys were like, oh, Keith Lee's cool. Like, it was very weird. You know, it was very weird. But look at this. Look at this. Look, I want you to see something. Look at these people's reactions. Look, I want you to watch how loser all these people look. But then look when they get to the guy who's not a white guy. How cool he looks. Well, kind of. It's kind of lame as well, but look at this. By the way, I want you to know, if you could have seen my reaction to Keith Lee, I was like, yeah! Yeah! Like, it would have looked, like we could make fun of me too. Remember, we've done this before. We've had my reactions a lot, and I've played them. Remember, I made fun of myself for like 20 minutes. I played my reaction. Do you guys remember this? It was like 8 months ago. Somebody debuted. Oh, it might have been, it wasn't Punk, but it was something else. I don't know, but I looked like a loser, and I played it over and over again. I made fun of myself. I'm not doing anything I wouldn't do to myself. But watch this. Oh, yeah. But what's this guy? Look at this guy. Look how cool this guy. Oh, my God. Let's go. Like that guy. Even that guy had buck teeth, though. But no, so we all make fun of everybody's reactions. You know, I make fun of my own reactions. I mean, do you remember the time I found a fucking primal weapon in Diablo? Oh, my God. It's the primal. Like, I mean, dude, there's nothing. I love it. People's raw reactions are beautiful. And quite honestly, we're all nerds. And that's what the answer is. That is what the answer is. Keith Lee comes out. The place pops. It sounds pretty banger there. Tony Khan pulls a big one, baby.
He's all man.
He's all elite. Keith Lee is in AEW.
Approaching the ring.
JR was lit tonight, for the most part, was lit up. Super excited about everything. Soundwave is the top dono at $50. By the way, guys, I brought back the 666 KANE donation. You guys asked and you received the 666 donos back, and the $9, 0 fucks. Brock Lesnar dono is back as well in the $9 spot. All those are listed down below. Expand the description box to see them. They're all down there. And make sure you guys check out the link for those if you want to drop them. They are back. And they're back because you wanted them back. So let's see what happens. Let's see more what you guys are saying about the show tonight. Get back to the review.
Super chat party!
Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Yo, I'm muted on Discord. Unmute me, pleases.
That is really weird that you're muted on Discord, bro. That means somebody muted you. That means somebody muted you. I think only Jesse and SITH have the ability to do that. But I don't know which one would have done it. Or if somebody did do it. But I'm pretty sure it has to be somebody on... has to be one of those two. Maybe Shell did it. RCM, I'll get to you in a minute, man. I'll find you if I can figure out what's going on. Thank you, Red Comment, man. What did you guys think about the show tonight? Leave it down below. We are right now on the debut of Keith Lee. That's where we are, which is about 45 minutes into the show. Everybody doing a great job tonight. What a great beginning to the show. Up until this point, I thought, man, this show's an 8 out of 10 right now. You know, I feel the hype. Keith Lee came out. I thought the debut was pretty good. It could have been slightly better with the match being a little bit shorter. I think he should have just ran over, Isaiah Cassidy or whatever his name is. But launching him across the ring was a fire spot to begin this show. What a beautiful beginning, to the match, rather. What a beautiful beginning it was. 10 months from Luis Urdaneta, baby. Holy shit. I got to give a shout out to that. Dude, 10 long months. Thank you for hitting that membership button down below. Mr. Urdaneta says, 7 out of 10, first time that I watched AEW Dynamite complete. I'm a WWE fan for more than 20 years. Good stuff. FTR looks like the copy of Brain Busters. Awesome. That's awesome, man, that you came over and checked it out. I mean, you know me, man. I bleed the WWE. At least I always did. But certainly the last 10 years have been ugly for WWE, in my opinion. But I mean, as far as WWE from the years 1985 to 2013, maybe, like I'm a full-on WWE guy of all that time, and I'll always still consider WWE to be the thing, but it's on its fucking death's door as far as creativity. So this was a much better show for sure if you're into that sort of thing.
From Wichita Falls, Texas.
Woo!
God, look at the size of him. He's an athlete.
Look at his look, how he looks, Tony.
And look at his look. How he looks.
A super heavyweight athlete.
You can feel it. This crowd's feeling it for Keith Lee, and he's feeling it on his way up to the ring. Look at that. Keith Lee, baby. Looking like a beast tonight. Looking like the fucking Bearcat. But about what? 47, 8, 9, 10, about a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-minute match. I don't know, 9 minutes of Keith Lee was about a 5 or 6 minute match when you add up the match time, I think. So it was a quick match. I thought it should have been quicker. That's just me. But I liked it. I thought he had a lot of momentum coming in at the beginning. And that launching across the ring looked awesome. And that's clearly one of the reasons they put him in there with Keith Lee, because I'll tell you what, that man knows how to sell, man. Or at least knows how to launch himself, maybe. And beautifully done there. And pretty good stuff. But match was too long. So I'd give the match for a debut match, I'd give the debut match, I'd give it maybe a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Good stuff. But I would have, if it was 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and Keith Lee had just buried him, and then maybe interference from Matt Hardy and the tag partner, that would have been better if all this interference started happening, and then Keith Lee fought them all off, got back in the ring, and then planted. That should have been it. That's how I would have booked the match, but hey, like I said, I'm trying to be a perfectionist here, and I just don't think they were perfect on this occasion in the match. But I like the debut, I like the spot, like the timing, and well done, really good, thumbs up, 6 or 7 out of 10 on the match. It should have been more squashy, like I said. I would have given it a higher grade for sure. I thought the beginning of the match was fire. He throws them, they go off the rope, boom, cross body, Keith Lee looks great. And that was fine. And at that point, I'm thinking, man, this is going to be a 9 out of 10 debut match, Here we go. And the longer the match went, the more the sizzle died, But they kind of did what I said. I just thought it was a little, and I'm being really nitpicky. Like, I'm trying to find something wrong with stuff. But it was great stuff. What a great show tonight. So much better than Raw. Oh, my God, did this cleanse me a bit of Raw. Keith Lee with a slingshot cross body to get back into the ring, just pulverizing. But anyway, that debut goes pretty well off. FTR comes out to like Depeche Mode ripoff song. MJF, the whole crew's out there after that. And that tag team match with CM Punk starts, and CM Punk, who's his partner going to be? Many people thought the Forbidden Door was going to keep opening, and people were just going to keep pouring in from somewhere else. So that was one little thing. Tony Khan set that up, and that's what happened. People really thought that the surprises were just going to keep rolling, and that isn't exactly what happened. But you can see why people thought, that was going to happen. So I understand that. And maybe, that's their fault. They shouldn't have done that. But Moxley was a good choice to be with Punk. It was fun, even though it wasn't like people were like, oh, it's going to be a surprise. Another surprise. And then it wasn't. And people were like, oh, it's not a surprise, but that's cool that it's Moxley, I guess. This is cool. So that was good. So another win for Tony Khan, I guess. And so that match is interesting. Punk really seemed winded towards the end of it. Punk seemed to have a little bit of trouble towards the end of the match. I don't know if he got hurt or his lower back was hurting him, or it was getting some kind of a spasm or a cramp in the thigh or something. I don't know what was going on, but CM Punk appeared to be laboring at the end, and he couldn't even get Tully Blanchard up at one point. And I almost thought he had a cramp, a bad calf cramp, and that's why at the end he was kind of just laying there and punching the ground and he was shaking his fist like, yeah, we did it. But if he was really injured, I feel like he would be more upset, like, oh shit, like we're not going to be able to tell the story. I hurt something badly. But I think he knew, oh, I've got a cramp and it's killing and it's ripping and whatever. So I think that Punk did have a slight medical thing going on there of some kind, minorly, at the end of Punk's match with Moxley. So I noticed that. I don't know if you guys noticed that as well or what you saw or if there's been a report about it yet, but to me, that looked like it was there. Good night, DWELSH. You got to go, man. Good night. Have a good night. Speaking of DWELSH and the donos, let's go see what you guys are. Let's go see what you guys are saying.
Oh, yeah. We got a new subscriber. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Freak out.
Get ready. The J-Boat in the house with a subscribe, baby. Thanks for subscribing down below. Every time you subscribe down below, a baby seal comes back to life and then delivers cotton candy to children who are in need. Thank you, J-Boat, for that subscription, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the show. And, Moxley was winded. Punk looked hurt. So I do think it was a cramp. That's my guess. But, it could be worse than that. Could be something worse than that. I hope it isn't. Based on how he reacted after the match, it felt like more like a nuisance. He had more of the look on his face like he's been going through a nuisance. And he couldn't really bring his legs to be strong. And to me, that spells cramp. So, hopefully it was a cramp. He looked a little laborish at times in the match, but I couldn't tell if that was labor or if it was Punk. I mean, Punk's never been the greatest at being able to kind of jump over the ring ropes and slingshot and things like that. He's very heavy-handed when he does slingshots and off-the-top rope stuff and things like that. He's not very graceful. He's very, like, when he jumps and stuff, he almost moves like stone. But he looked extra rough tonight, and I think I'm telling you, I think it's a cramp. So luckily, that's all it is for Punk, I think. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe he was just selling. And I'm mistaking what I was seeing. But I think it was a cramp. Maybe we'll find out later. Maybe there'll be some interview. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even. If it's a cramp, you're probably never gonna hear about it. It'd have to be a slight injury for us to probably hear something. So pretty long match, man. Aubrey Edwards drove me fucking absolutely crazy during this match. God damn, did she drive me nuts. I don't know if anybody else was paying attention to Aubrey Edwards, but holy hell was she annoying as shit. It pains me because she seems like such a sweetheart. When I hear her talk and her excitement about the business, I really love her as as a person. But like, man, she's fucking. I can't help it. I want to just lie and ignore the stuff she does because she seems nice. But my God, man, Aubrey Edwards was just enraging. I can't stop looking at how ridiculous she is out there. Stop it.
Shit bum.
Allow me to introduce myself. Are you gonna fuck the guy or?
Allow me to introduce myself. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Are you gonna fuck the guy or what? Hey, where is Cronin? Where's Cronin been? I actually miss Cronin on AEW, man. I love when he would come out and be like, what are you gonna do, man? I'm gonna fucking hurt you. Dude, Cronin is the shit. I love Cronin. I really do. And I loved him when he was on AEW. His promos always excite me, man. He just so real. That guy is so real to me. Like, he's the type of guy, like, if he came over and said, hey, I'm going to come over to the house, man, I'm going to bust your balls about some things and just pretend like I don't like you or something. And I'd be like, okay, Cronin, come on over. That's funny. Hell, it'll be funny. But the second he starts being like, no, man, I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, you need to hear this shit. You're fucking, you do this wrong, you do that wrong, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I thought when I first heard you, like, and I'd be like, oh my God. Like, I'd believe him. He could tell me, hey, I'm going to work you. And I would be like fucking kind of scared. Dude, you can't fucking buy that sometimes from people. Conan's awesome. Bully Ray is the same. Bully Ray could be like, I'm going to come over and I'm going to talk shit. And you're going to act scared. You know, but you're actually going to be scared.
Yeah, I didn't like his outfit, and I wasn't a big fan of his promo either, the Mr. Gentleman promo.
Right.
Allow me to introduce myself. Are you going to fuck the guy? Yeah, I didn't like his outfit, and I wasn't a big fan of his promo either, the Mr. Gentleman promo.
Right.
Allow me to introduce myself. Are you going to fuck the guy?
Oh, man. I love K-Dog.
Well, what do you know? We got ourselves a new member.
There's Mr.
I got a member
Urdaneta.
in my pants.
Thank you so much, Mr. Luis Urdaneta. Becoming a member again, man, but that's 10 months in a row of membership, bro. Yo, nobody's getting weird enough to get that weird. Thank you, sir, for that subscription.
Fuck that ass pussy.
Oh, come on.
I look forward to seeing him on Dark very soon.
Oh, are you talking about Jay White? Who are you talking about? Inverted name? Are you talking about Keith Lee or Jay White? You got to be talking about Jay White, I believe. I don't know. Oh, shit, he's here.
That's gotta be Kane. My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Switchblade and M may be a short stint, but I'm excited to see what he does Bullet Club next. I'm happy for Keith Lee, but let's be honest, he will be hot for 4 months and then put to the side like Miro, Black, Andrade, Pac, who have been underwhelming.
You know, Pac, unfortunately, I think injury and COVID has killed Pac, I believe. Andrade is terrible on the mic, and I told you what Andrade should be doing, and they're not doing it with him, so he's going to fail because they're not listening to Joe. Black has been all right. Black has been pretty good, but they got to be careful. They're treading water here. And Miro has gone away. I don't know what's going on, if he's hurt, injured, something. You know, I don't know. Oh, shit, he's here again. JD Venom. Thank you, JD Venom.
My name is Kane, and I'm donating.
Oh, no. Oh, now it's Shell.
Hey, Joe.
Hey there.
Pretty good show tonight, 7/10 hour kind of May, but overall good show. And I can't server mute anyone in Discord, LOL.
Damn it. Then who the hell is server muting these people? I mean, I did see a former person in there once, but I got rid of them. I don't know. Shell, thank you for the 6. Thank you very much, man. Moki in the chat says Keith Lee will definitely do dark matches. Don't think we will see Jay White on dark. So you think Keith Lee's gonna do the what? You think Keith Lee's gonna do the dark matches? And you think Jay White's gonna be the one who's on TV? Like, I don't know, man. Are you serious? You can't be serious about that, right? You can't be fucking serious. You can't be serious, bro. What the fuck you talking about? Sorry. Keith Lee versus Miro. Yeah, that'd be it'd been a great match when Miro was on a roll and Miro was killing it, right? And he was destroying, and he was a badass. He was like, when the God comes for you, I put you up in the cross and I nail your arms to the cross, and then I take your pants off and I chop your manhood and I emasculate you in front of everybody on AEW, and then I pin you 1, 2, 3, and your cold dead body lays in the ring, and Aubrey Edwards has to drag you to the body bag. I am Miro and God's favorite son. Like that type of shit fucking kills me. That type of shit from Miro murders me. Give me that Miro right now. I want it. Anyway, the tag match goes pretty...
Dick energy.
Goes off pretty well. But like I said, Aubrey Edwards, super annoying. Pretty good match, but the second hour is starting to die a bit. The women's match absolutely comes to a halt. JR at one point calls somebody spooky, and that was weird.
AQA
with a huge opportunity here tonight to come into AEW with a very big way, but a massive.
Oof.
Give it a shot.
Man, I fucking love Jade Cargill. I don't care how bad she is in the ring. Jade Cargill is fucking. Oh, goddamn. Ah! Jade Cargill is fucking hot. I don't care. And she's just crazy looking. She's crazy looking and hot. God damn, is she amazing looking.
Why not? Right. What do you got to lose? Not a damn thing.
Oh, I love her.
Up off the mat. Springs up.
I love her.
Oh. Look at this. Oh, wait.
Look at that. Jade Cargill picking her up. And now Jade Cargill flexing. QA's up in the air. Jade Cargill, down she goes! Electric chair with one arm and a nip up from the women's TBS champion. You talk about domination on AEW Dynamite right now. Jade Cargill, scary type of strength. Off the rope, here she comes. Up as she goes. Oh, a drop kick off the sternum sends Jade to the outside. The champion to the outside. I found it, by the way.
That guy's spooky.
Okay, so I thought Jim Ross said that guy's spooky. And I was like, oh my God, did he call Jade Cargill a guy and spooky? Oh my God. And then I realized he was talking about the manager.
Whoa, for a Jade Cargill.
Watch this.
In every gym you go in.
I love that comment. You can't. Oh man, but this is a hilarious comment. I was like, whoa, no, like, oh no, what did he say? He's gonna get canceled.
Jade Cargill
Here comes.
looking dominant here. Wow. That guy's spooky.
Oh my God. I was like, what? Oh my God. Like, because all we're doing is watching Jade wrestle this girl. And then JR goes, that guy is spooky. And I go, oh my God, what? The fuck are you doing, JR? Oh my God, it's over. I went, oh my God, it's over. Oh my God, his career's over. Oh my God, no. This is all going to be over Twitter. We're never going to hear the end of this. Oh my God. I think he meant to say that was spooky, how scary, like the strength. Oh no, don't use that word, no.
Smart Mark Sterling. Yeah, smart Mark.
You hear the voices? Mark Sterling is spooky? Yes, Mark. Oh, like you can hear it in their voices, like, oh no, that's a word you don't want to say. Oh my God, bro. Jade is the female Lex Luger, exactly. Yeah, he was talking about Smart Mark. He was. I know that. But it's just like, I was like, oh no, like, just with the way everyone's a retard nowadays, I was like, oh no, this is fucking this is gonna be bad. But this match brought the show kind of to a sort of a screeching halt, or brought the audience. I didn't even mind it that much. I thought it was a pretty decent little, match that made sense to me, for the most part. I love the QA, whatever her name is. She drop kicks Jade, and Jade kind of does this lackadaisical fallback out of the ring, which was fine, because I thought, like, hey man, look, Jade did the right thing. She was going down and she caught herself on the ropes and just decided to get out of dodge. Beautiful stuff there. And then the commercial happens, and that kind of just ruins the whole match at that point. Jade Cargill has, she does have an issue selling a little bit, but she's huge, and doesn't need to sell all the time, and shouldn't. And she really is so awesome looking that, these girls that wrestle her a lot of times, they're so small, women that wrestle her, and man, she just catches QA and then just fucking spiral slingshot slams her, like inverted fucking twister slam, and then double underhook into the fucking whatever her finisher is called again. I don't remember. I hate her finisher though. I wish Jade had a different finisher, but I mean at the same time it's not bad. But she's so crazy. Serena Deeb comes out looking like a fucking appropriation of China, according to the SJWs nowadays, and that's fine. And then, the women, but even though I didn't mind the women's segment too much, what I mean by they killed it was that the crowd died. I mean, I'm not saying it was right or wrong, but the crowd died at that point, and which is okay because you're revving up for the main event match. So that's fine. I thought the show was pretty well booked tonight, match-wise, setup-wise. And then we are getting to that hype of the main event is coming. We're about to do some cowboy shit with Lance Archer. Who knows what Jake the Snake Roberts is going to do. This starts off with a bang, man. They get no entrances. They get cut off. They start fighting in the rampway. And before we continue and finish off AEW with this match, and I give you my review and everything else, let's go ahead and get to the rest of the donations. If you guys want to donate and support my show and support what I do and keep my show on the air, well, we're only going to need about 50,000 more donations. But the link is in the description box down below, so drop one now. Let me know what you think about the show tonight if you would like to. Thank you guys for the support tonight, man. I again, as always, appreciate the shit out of it. We don't quite have the craziest times like we used to, but, you know, we have some pretty good times here. Soundwave92 with the $50. He's the top dono, and let's see what else we got. Oh, shit. It's Brock.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9.
Oh yeah, shoot it up in the air.
Just a reminder that the $6.66 KANE and $9 donos are back.
Woo! Thank you, Shell. Shell commenting and reminding everybody about the $9 donos being back. Thank you so much, Shell. You beast. Much appreciated. No, Veer is still coming, apparently, someday. He's probably coming in the back of the locker room every show at WWE. Shell with the $9 for a fuck donation. Appreciate that. We'll get to Lance Archer versus Cowboy shit in a minute. Once we finish off these donos here. Let's see what we got.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Hey Joe. What's up? I have an idea. I think you could make some money and have fun if you did a live stream watch along for the Super Bowl this Sunday. Or even just go live afterwards. Bengals have never won a Super Bowl and we're gonna get one this time.
Well, if you've been watching my show for the last forever, you know I'm live most Super Bowls, baby. Every Super Bowl almost. Not every Super Bowl, but the past 5 out of 10 Super Bowls I've been live. So yeah, I probably will be live for the Super Bowl. I do have a big day Monday, that next day, so I got to be careful. But I probably will be live for the Super Bowl. So absolutely, we've had some good streams on the Super Bowl Sunday.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Rubber Cantaloupe.
Hey Joe, what's up?
What's up?
I was wondering if this Friday if we will have a championship belt defense for Monetize This.
Nope.
Meekle has been the champ for over 2 months and you keep saying like, oh, it will be next week, but then that never happens over and over again.
Nope, I don't say that. And you must have missed, I guess you missed Monetize This last week because we announced the date. I cashed in on Mikel 2 weeks ago. I cashed in on him and faced him for the belt 2 weeks ago. Where were you? Where were you on that one? And last week, I announced the date that Mikel would put the belt on the line. So go look it up. Go look it up again. You must not really be watching Monetize This.
Super Chat Party!
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't watch it tonight, but it looked awesome. But I always watch your reviews.
Oh, man, more. Thank you, man, more. Thank you, man, more. Appreciate it, man. Well, you should watch AEW. Can't believe you know what I mean? You missed that. It's pretty good tonight. Especially that first hour and probably the main event. And here's what I'll say about the main event. Now that we're at the main event. Man, more, thank you for the dono. Rubber Cantaloupe, thank you for the dono despite everything you said being answered on Monetize This last 2 weeks. But I understand not everybody can watch all 9 hours or 5 hours of Monetize This, but like, come on, do better. Do better. Cowboy shit. versus Lance Archer starts off with no introductions, which I think is fine because there was no time, and that's really the reason why. They planned for that probably. Like, hey, we'll just fuck the entrances, and they get thrown through a rectangular glass area. Looked a little stupid, but awesome at the same time, I guess. Looked pretty good, but also kind of ridiculous that one spot was cut out. I would have cut 2 spots out, but it still was cool as hell. I don't know. He went through glass. Pretty awesome. And he's bleeding again. People started complaining a bit about, like, hey, there's blood every week, you know? If there's no blood, people complain there's no blood. Sometimes there's blood every week. What I like about AEW is there has been spurts where there really hasn't been blood for a while. And then there's been spurts where there's been blood, and then it's gone away for a while. And recently there's been a little bit of blood every week, which is fine with me because that's believable. It's believable that once in a while you get busted open. It's believable that sometimes nobody really got cut. And it's believable that someone will get cut every week. I mean, it's just is believable that way. So I like that mix of things. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Nothing to complain about. Yes, I noticed that there's been a lot of blood recently. Okay, who cares? I don't care as long as it's always different, you know. Now, if there's been a lot of blood for a year, been no blood for a year, you know, that's when I start going, what the fuck's going on here? No one's bled for a year, or people bleed every match, it's just right. I think AEW has been pretty much just right. I love that Lambert came out and the whole crew came out and took out the top rope. That was genius. We're going to take out the top rope. You can't do the buckshot lariat. What an awesome premise or a little setup there to begin this show. That was great. A great little added thing. Oh, you can't do the buckshot lariat. You know, what a great fucking thing. You know, I had no idea, that they were going to do something like that. Didn't see that coming whatsoever. Great stuff. But the match continues. Well, one of the problems in this match is that there's like no selling really at all. They beat the shit out of each other. It looked like a fucking video game. A brutal video game match. It really looked like an arcade match, like an arcade video game. Like, this is the difference of a simulation versus arcade, right? Sometimes you're in simulation mode where people sell in an Iron Man match maybe or something like that. They sell. They act like they're hurt. Stuff looks really good because of that. Or you have a match like this, which is not only is it a Texas death match, but it's a Texas death match when both players have like fatigue level turned way down. Like almost no fatigue level whatsoever. This was a straight up arcade. So if you don't like arcade matches and you like simulations, then you're probably not going to like this. But what I'll say is, even though there were no selling at one point that was ridiculously bad, in my opinion, it looked good. The match looked cool. The match looked good. It looked interesting for the most part. There was so much blood. There was brutality. There was a little bit of brains in there because of the top rope coming undone. All with the payoff at the end of Adam Page leaping over the ref to deliver the buckshot lariat. I mean, into the tables that had been set up, right earlier before. I mean, it might have been a little too planned in a way, but it was still kind of awesome. So, listen, again, it was a video game type of match, arcade type of match, with a payoff at the end, and an interesting swerve at the beginning with the top rope being taken out. The two tables are set up. They battle on. They're just bloody messes. There was even a great moment where Jake Roberts with a short clothesline. Jake Roberts looking like Jake Roberts with a short clothesline, and then he can't stop himself. He's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna hit him with the DDT." Boom, clothesline, Jake Roberts, dude. I would have came unglued if I saw that live. If I was calling that live, I would have came unglued. Jake Roberts, short clothesline on Adam Page, and then he wants to deliver the DDT, and Lance Archer's like, "What are you doing, bro?" I love it.
Come on, I hit him. I had him. What the fuck are you doing?
Like, dude, and then Lance Archer's like, "What are you doing?" And then Adam Page takes an opportunity there and boots him. Jake Roberts gives Page the middle finger. I don't know, man. I enjoyed it. They're bleeding like crazy. It looks insane. We're talking about trash cans. And then, there's trash cans, there's injuries, there's People being hit with shit everywhere. Mats are being pulled up and concrete exposed. Then Lance Archer takes a fucking fork and goes Abdullah the Butcher on Adam Hangman Page. Goes Hannibal on him. Then does like a fucking goddamn cannonball off the ring or the outside. Then throws the AEW championship down like it's a piece of trash. Which I don't know if I agree with that, but interesting. Disrespect to the title after holding it up. Lance Archer back to being a full-blown heel, looking under the ring for shit to do. He's got a barbed wire fucking chair, looking like goddamn Cactus Jack at this point. Like I said, not a lot of selling, but an arcade match that is entertaining in that way. Dude, this is one of my maybe favorite spots, maybe favorite moments in a long time. Lance Archer picks up Adam Hangman Page and just launches him on top of the fucking steel steps. He bounces off. And Adam Page bounces off the steps and waffles the steel post. He bounces off the steps and then bounces into the steel post. Fucking hilarious. And then back down onto the steps. Hits his head on the post and then lands on the steps. I bet you the third shot, the landing on the steps, is what hurt the most. I bet you landing on the steps after bouncing off them, hitting the post, and then landing, I bet the landing hurt the most because the part of the step has that piece sticking up into the back. So that was awesome looking. Adam's Page is all jacked up. He's all dizzy. He's in the ring. Lance Archer's pounding on him, looking for the finisher in the middle of the ring, maybe on top of the barbed wire. And then Page starts fighting out while holding on to barbed wire in his hands, which is kind of the no-sell, he should be dead from the steps situation, but he's not because he's a Superman. He hits him with those disc shots to the face, and then he gets a boot to the head, and then Archer gets him, wraps him up with the ripcord clothesline, misses with that, side suplex, back suplex, Shawn Michaels style on Lance Archer. Lance Archer's on the outside of the ring now. There's no top rope for the buckshot lariat. Adam Page throws the barbed wire in the middle of the ring. The referee goes to pick it up. Adam loops over him and clothesline, buckshot lariat through the second table that was set up outside the ring. They didn't go through both of them, but they went through the second one that was set up on the outside of the ring. Fucking crazy. Let's listen to that moment of impact from the crowd.
Oh, buckshot! Oh, my God, there it is! He vaulted off the referee's back!
He vaulted off the referee's back. I liked it. I got to be honest, I liked it. A little setup, like I said, a little arcadey, but I liked it. I got to give it to them, man. I really do. I thought it was fun. And that's all it's got to be. Adam Page gets to his feet, and the referee still counts. Okay, you're up, and you're not. You're out. Champion retains, wins the Texas Death Match. And then we set up Adam Cole and Adam Page, because Adam Cole comes out to put the belt on him and say, yeah, you're the champ, and now I'm coming for it. So interesting stuff. Great main event, pretty much. The rest of the second hour was pretty much kind of duddish, but the main event was great. And the first hour was wonderful for the most part. So tonight, I'm going to give AEW a 7.5 out of 10 tonight, man. 7.5 out of 10. I think it was so close to being an 8 for me. Very close to being an 8 for me. But I'll go 7.5 out of 10. I was entertained tonight by AEW. And Tony Khan, the wrestlers, everybody. I thought good timing on most of this stuff and also good placement. And, man, nobody hypes up a regular Wednesday night show like AEW and Tony Khan. With all this hype that he had. And maybe it's a little overhyped, but when the show started and I felt like I was like, ooh, I can feel it. All because of the hype. That's what you do. That's what you can do with wrestling. And they did it. They had me. They had me at the hype.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Fuck Bob Saget's headboard. Keith Lee and Mark Henry tag team. Limitless chocolate. Joe, you can have Jade. I'll take Shell. You. Archer going for a Goldberg streak, but in reverse. Serena Deeb looked like Dawn Marie got hit by Tyra.
Oh, no. Gargut's forbidden pour. Yeah, Bob Saget died from a brain bleed, not a heart attack, they said. He hit his head on the headboard at his hotel. and he had the bruise on his skull from it hitting the back of his head on the headboard, and he went to bed not knowing he was bleeding to death in his brain, which is insane. That news just came out earlier today. I mean, that makes Bob Saget's death even more tragic. I mean, when you think about wrestlers who get hit in the head, they fall on things, they land the wrong way, all the stuff that happens to a wrestler in the ring and in matches and stuff, and Bob Saget lays down to go to bed and goes boom and hits his head and goes, oh, fuck me. Oh, I hit my head on the goddamn bed. Oh, God. And then he's like, oh, and then after a few minutes goes, all right, I'm going to bed. And then he doesn't wake up. A fucking headboard took out Bob Saget. Like, that's just, like, dumb ways to die. You know, that just sucks. Like, what a weird fucking way. Just, you know. But Gargut's the Forbidden Poor. Thank you for the donation, man. You get me down there. You get me. Oh! Ooh, I shook my balls too much. Ooh, my balls whacked my balls bounced around and hit hard, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. I just sack-whacked myself. Oh, fucking. I just rapid humped like my balls swung back. Oh, my God, dude, that hurts. Oh, it was like a huge sack whack. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, my God. Oh no.
Looks like my little lass needs
Whoa, Sasha's sweet trim.
What happened to the best donation? The Roman Reigns cockfist donation. Gimme that Superman punch in my rectum.
Gimme that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Sasha's sweet trim. You want to hear it, Sasha's sweet trim? Well, you ask, my friend, and I'll tell you what. Sometimes when you go ahead and you ask, well, sometimes, my friend, you have to Any minute you're gonna receive. Any minute you're gonna receive.
Roman Reigns, you're my man. I wanna see you naked. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Boom. There you go, my friend. A little Roman Reigns action for you. Would you like it again? Roman Reigns, baby. Just for you, for that $14 donation. You get the throwback right there. Boom. Roman Reigns. Thank you, John. Much appreciated, dude. Little Roman Reigns action. OG throwback. I'll get it back if I start thinking people want to do it. You know? Boom! Thank you, Sasha's sweet trim, you beast, for the $14. Oh, we're going to get gritty up in here.
In the city, Philly, we eat shitty. We're gritty as can be. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
NHL 22 is solid on my Series 10 BTW. WWE needs to take some focus off Roman. He's half their roster and TV time. BTW, what's so special about Shell's foot pics? I've never been into that weird...
Oh, trust me, man. You haven't You haven't gotten into it until you've gotten into it. You don't even understand. Break up Google now.
Looks
Thanks
like
for the
my
Ocho.
little lass
You don't know.
needs
Wait
a
till you see it with Shell's picks.
Why Cole always wrestle first match on Rampage. Jade has bus called the Sex Express.
Oh.
Luger is driver. He gets handicap space. Assigned Sunny the Forbidden Whore. Are FTW lovers? Jags signed Jim Bob Cooter to staff.
Oh my God.
And look at his look! How he looks!
MJF smashed that redhead. That is sick. You know, you're a sick person sometimes. I gotta be honest. Amish? I gotta be Amish. I gotta be Amish. Let me go ahead and be Amish for a second. Jacob Plows. Let me go ahead and be Amish for a second. Let me spend most of my time in Amish paradise, bro. Let me be downright Amish with you. I'm gonna be downright Amish. How many of you people thought Ryback was coming back tonight, huh? How many people thought Ryback was the guy? Are you happy with Keith Lee showing up tonight? 545 votes right now in the chat. Yes, 68%. Dude, it was at 68% when we had 200 votes. The opinions haven't changed much. Oh, it dropped. Come on, guys. Let's get to 69%. Let's just, what are we doing? Look at his look, how he looks. Let's get this thing going. All right, now it's that time of the show to shift over and see what the peeps on Discord are saying. Brah. Brah, 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 brah. We're on Discord now, and we're seeing what the peeps are saying on Discord. We're going to find out.
What's up?
Got a whole crew of fuckers in here.
What up?
You got fucking bunch of motherfuckers. We got too many people, to be honest. I got to kick somebody out. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on, man? What'd you guys think of Dynamite?
I'm basking in the glory that is Dynamite.
Pretty good show?
Typical garbage.
Oh, Tech's not liking it.
5 out of 10.
Well, that's what happens, Tex, a black guy debuts, you don't like it.
No. No.
Thank you, Joe.
I'm telling you. No. Tony Khan is racist for not putting Danhausen on TV.
Oh, because
Danhausen
Danhausen.
black on his face, so he's not putting him on TV. That's what this is.
You think
basically what Tex is saying is that a biracial brother didn't start off the show.
Yes, the biracial Danhausen should be AEW champion right now, but because of his black skin, he's not. It's not fair.
Do you think is that really true? Is that why he wasn't there?
It sounds good in my head, so that's what I'm going with.
Well, I mean, I can't tell anymore. That could be true, for Christ's sake, the way shit goes. That could actually be something that's happening, and I don't know. You know what I mean?
I needed that. Thanks, guys.
I did enjoy and I think maybe I'm going to say this in a minute, but I enjoyed the CM Punk match tonight. Not because of him, but because of the Revival. I like them. And MJF, if he's not the serious world champion of that show, they're an idiot, because that dude is gold on the mic.
When he gets that belt, it's going to be wild,
It's going to mean more. Honestly, there's no reason why this guy should not be champion for at least like a year and a half, 2 years straight, and making all different types of records.
Yeah, and this is also a guy that in the past I've always thought, well, I don't even care. He doesn't need it because he's so much like a Ted DiBiase type. He's
or even Jake Roberts type of a thing where he doesn't need the belt.
Yeah, he just doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, MJF is...
He's doing the wrestling shit,
MJF is...
I'll do you.
I could give it... He's entertaining on a level that nobody else on that show has. And just for that alone, he'd give him the belt. And just at least try it out. I mean, it can't be any worse than...
Well, I think they're being safe. Like, they don't want to have a failed to launch thing. The guy just doesn't need it yet. When he becomes like, I don't know, man. It's probably gonna come when he's going up against somebody that is loved and he's so hated. Then he would make sense for him to be the champion. You know what I mean? Because that really oh my God, bro! Like they're trying to get somebody over and he's in the way of it.
But what better way? I mean, because even you yourself have said that the audience is stagnant, right? They're dead in the water if they don't do something different. Put the belt on him. Have him cutting promos on social media.
Well, here's
as
the
the AEW champion.
Well, here's the
fire
thing.
some people up.
I don't think it's just going to be MJF just holding the belt. I think it's going to be all of Pinnacle holding all the titles, and now we're going to be the first faction to hold all the belts. But they're still building up all the other guys. I mean, Sean Spears right now in that group right now is at the bottom of the rung.
No, Sean Spears sucks. Everybody else in that group is money. Sean Spears needs to go play with the Dark Order and all the other groups.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about, Dex? Sean Spears is a perfect 10. Don't you know that?
Like all I look at it.
That's a good joke.
I like these.
I look at this more so in terms of like if I'm booking this, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to have Sean Spears as a TNT champion, MJF as the World Heavyweight Champion, and then you have the FTR as the tag champs.
So where did Wardlow go?
He's going to be gone. He's going to be a singles competitor.
He's going to turn face, dude. Like,
yeah.
If you can't see that coming a mile away, you're crazy.
Right, but that's what I love about the storylines here because we kind of do see it coming, but yet we don't know exactly when, how, or the actual why, and you know, and it's all going to culminate at a certain point. It's definitely going to happen this year, I guarantee you that. But Joe, going back to Keith Lee real quick. I mean, we noticed this. Me and Tex noticed this. He was wearing, if I'm not mistaken, his WWE garb.
His WWE gear. Yeah, I was like, what is he doing?
I'm like, cease and
desist. If they don't
much?
sue, I would be surprised. It's crazy.
Yo, is it possible that he owns the rights to his gear and shit?
Nobody has the rights to anyone's gear. There's no thing that says he can't wear that.
Well, I think Adam Cole said in an interview where he wanted to like get, because he got new gear made just in case like he didn't rock the boat with, you know, WWE for whatever reason. So I mean, there could be that, but I wouldn't think it would mean as much because again, if it's your gear, it's your gear. I mean, your name is one thing, your trademark of likeness or whatever like that is another. Do you think that they would own Keith Lee's likeness?
Well, they clearly don't. If they did, they don't. So they don't own Limitless because he's got that. They don't own Keith Lee. They don't own Limitless. They don't own any of the
Baskin of Glory.
They don't own Bask in His Glory. They don't own the symbol of him on his shirt. They don't own any logos on his gear. Therefore, his gear is fine to wear.
And did you notice that he wasn't wearing a shirt? Which
own him.
He was not wearing a shirt. He was not wearing a top. He was just himself. And I think the moment he went up to the main roster, like we normally see with talent coming out of NXT, going up to the main roster, it's just so artificial and what Vince wants. And then again, because he didn't really watch NXT up until they got their ass whooped by AEW on Wednesday nights.
Right.
So again, I'm happy for Keith. We had a pretty good feeling it was going to be him. My second guess was most likely going to be Karrion Kross, but thank God it's at least Keith for now because
I was happy it wasn't Killer Kross because they would have given. He does not fit in this company. He does not belong there.
Well, I mean, he's basically would be almost like Aleister Black, but with nothing. He would end up. It would end up being the Scarlet Bordeaux show, whatever. Bordeaux. I can't say it.
I'm not opposed to. If AEW only wanted to hire her for 2 hours, I would watch her show because, good God, she's. Ugh.
I wish that was the story. I wish the story was she had some kind of power over him. And she was like commanding him to do all these things, and she was some kind of weird, almost like
a dominatrix.
Exactly, like a dominatrix, and he gets to be beaten and have sex if he wins. And she says that in her promos. Dude, exactly. Yeah. So it's like you know what I mean? I know it's kind of been done a little bit, but it's just like where she's like she's talking to him in the promo. Like almost like every time tonight that you puncture his skin and you slap him, you know what I mean? You make him sweat. I want you to think about me and what I'm going to do to you tonight or whatever. And you're whatever, like, and like he wants her to, like, just this creepy, weird fucking thing. Because they've already got that going. Yeah. And honestly, that guy is so, you know, he's just, I don't know how they could make him interesting other than that. And I know that that's the obvious sort of way to go, but how else do you make him interesting at this point? You know, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, again, right now he just, Keith just started. And somebody made the comment earlier, like, oh, we're probably most likely going to see him on Dark or whatever. Like that, honestly, I don't see that happening. Honestly, he's going to be winning matches until they pair him with a good opponent that's going to make him lose. Probably MJF, maybe down the line.
No, I'll tell you who Killer Cross would be. Look at him, and he is the modern day Goldberg. Look at how they booked him in NXT. He was booked strong in every match. Even when he lost, he didn't get pinned. They were building him up to be the next guy on the main roster. And even if he went to AEW, you could still do this. You build him up as the modern day Goldberg guy. You know, he's racking up wins. So whoever does beat him is your superstar.
Here's one problem.
You make him Doomsday. Like literally what they did in NXT. That's what he needs.
There's an issue with that right now because Wardlow is doing that, and so so isn't what's his face?
Hook
and Wardlow.
But with Cross though, he had. Like I said, go back and look at him in NXT. He had the entrance. He had started. It's a shame that he did all of his stuff during the pandemic because there was no crowd to it.
Well, same thing with Drew McIntyre. I mean, you got to go look at him in that vein because he had no audience and he won the title from Brock. That was a huge deal. But again, those cards weren't dealt in his favor. I mean, again, right now, if you were to overpopulate specific characters that are constantly, and I mean constantly, like, doubling up, tripling up in one promotion alone, it's hard to distinct one from another. Yeah, of course, you distinct one promotion from the other when they kind of have the same archetype character. Distinguish, yes. Like, for example, you have I can't remember the guy's name that's in Impact, but he's got like the Kurt Angle gimmick. And then you also have Chad Gable on Raw. So, like, again,
are you talking about Charlie Haas?
No, not Charlie Haas. It's the other guy. He wears the head.
The headgear. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat will probably tell me.
That's the guy that I called his match that time when he beat up that girl. Is that what you're talking about?
Probably, yeah.
He beat this chick up.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean, though, Joe. It's like, again, if you have the same characters or like 2 or 3 of the same character on a show, either you put them in a faction and make them slightly different from the other, or you just don't have that many characters that are the same on the same show.
Yeah, I think you're right. And you know what? Cross might be a good guy to debut if they debuted him. Like, problem is it might be too much money, depending on the money. If they can get Cross for cheap or just for like temporarily.
For cheap.
I'm serious. Like, no, if you can say, hey, listen, Cross, We want you to wrestle for us for 3 months. We don't know if we need you any beyond that, but we want 3 months out of you. Here's $20,000, $30,000.
Here's a Nathan's hot dog and maybe some Gatorade if you're lucky. If you have a good pop in your match,
yeah, give him $20,000 and put him on Dark and Rampage. And I'm serious.
Oh man,
I mean, I might do that. I might do that. That way he can make money everywhere else, but also hang out with you a little bit.
Well, that's another thing too. I noticed this. There's like maybe 2 or 3 people, including Jay White, who are able to work in multiple places without working with AEW exclusively.
Well,
and that's gonna. And again, I don't mind that because again, back in the day, that again, the NWA champion worked practically every territory, and one storyline might have been different in another territory or in another area. But you know what I mean? It's the modern day of wrestling, where again, at one point, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, he wrestled as a babyface in Impact and everywhere else he's a heel. Now he's a heel everywhere. So
yeah, sometimes
this isn't the first time New Japan has entered AEW. Doesn't nobody remember Bullet Club coming in from New Japan?
Right, and remember, it's just Jay White.
So
it's not God. It's not any of the other members. I mean, most of those guys are in Impact. As a matter of fact, Jay White is also in Impact working with their talent. So
I just hated that Excalibur said, the forbidden door's been open. I was just like, God.
Yawn.
Damn it, Excalibur.
Yawn. You had one job, Excalibur.
Go back to the ballroom.
Well, dude, didn't he like choke out like Joe Havoc or something like that? And now he doesn't have a job anymore because he like mouthed off of him at a bar and he just Excalibur just choked him out.
Yeah, that was the. Wait a minute, you talking about Havoc? No, Havoc's out because he got Me Too'd over like, molesting a woman.
Did he get choked out though?
Yeah, he got choked out as well. Yeah, he got in trouble at a bar with the guys and got in a fight with everybody. But right after that happened, the allegations of him like harassing or molesting a woman or something came out. Allegedly.
Well, imagine this. Imagine like the whole cancel culture deal. If let's say Joe Havoc was black, and then all of a sudden they referred to the fact that Excalibur said the N-word like 10 years prior, 20 years prior, it would have been a crap storm. But
well, they did that. Excalibur was off TV for 4 weeks.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was off TV.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they took Excalibur. They suspended Excalibur for 4 weeks when that video of him saying the N-word came out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And by the way, that anybody who was always like, "Oh, Joe, you'd never be able to be in because of like, nuh-uh." Like their whole roster said the N-word and shit. Like, I mean, like, what the fuck?
Oh, by the way, Jimmy Joyce, thank you, Jimmy Joyce, in the chat row. He said Biff Raiden, I believe is his name.
Biff Raiden, baby. Yeah, you got to get the right name right. You know, right? And I yelled at him one day. I said, if you don't take this name, dude, you're a dipshit. And he didn't,
Thank God. We have the best chat on the internet. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Well, that's nothing.
Hey, I came up with the goddamn name, damn it. Where's my credit?
Where's your royalty, Joe?
Yeah. Where's your
royalty?
Residuals, brother? Residuals.
Well, he didn't fucking no. He didn't name himself that. I told him I wouldn't sue him. I said, dude, you use Biff Raiden. Trust me. I said I won't sue you. Fuck it. It's yours.
That'll get you over, brother.
If he came out as Biff Raiden, dude, it would be awesome. Like people that would trend everywhere. Like Matt Cardona's now Biff Raiden. Like, oh god, it would be so amazing. Like. Matt Cardona.
Does he look like a Biff to you? Does he look like a Biff?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Biff, and then Raiden's cool. But dude, Matt Cardona, that name sucks. That's the name of like a fat guy, greasy fat guy who works at the auto parts store down the street. Call the supervisor.
Long Island, maybe?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Call the supervisor. Matt Cardona is his name. Like fucking, are you serious,
we got
bro?
any windshield wipers in today, Matt?
Yeah, exactly.
I can see it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come on, I'll make you these here grits and eggs, man. Come on down.
No, it's more like, hey, listen, I call you about that fucking the rotors. Are the rotors in or what? Listen, it's Matt. You spoke to Matt, the owner, Matt Cardona. Oh, all right. Let me get him on the. It's not a wrestling name. I don't know.
Well, Matt Cardona is better than. His name is better than Brian Myers, his buddy.
Or Barry Horowitz.
But that's better because that's weird. No. Horowitz, that's a weird like Jewish name. Like it's like that's.
But Brian Myers sounds like the Jew guy that you hired in Texas.
No, Brad Myers. Brad Myers sounds like the guy in the lead singer of some pop rock band or something, But I don't know.
Mid Cardona. There you go, Ryan.
Cardona.
I like it. I like
That's
that.
a with MJF.
I like that.
Super chat party.
Here comes Pico Boulevard.
Oh, yeah?
Shell's trim is sweeter, rather Giambi dead by Tuca.
I know. I can't believe Giambi's dead and Tuukka Rask is done. Bruh. Boston Sports beatdown. And then poor Bob Saget. Mr. Pico, thank you for the dono, man. Appreciate it, dude.
So,
yeah,
Joe.
What kind of fucking guy dies from a headboard? Like, what the fuck? Does he drown in a waterbed? What?
Yeah.
I knew he would always die from a bump. I just didn't know it would be a head.
Oh.
Sticky Coke.
What?
You think about all the guys who didn't die in wrestling who hit their head, and this guy hits his head on a fucking headboard.
What? Dusty Rose?
Oh!
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside
Chase
of your wife.
Weather Walks.
$9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Me when I saw Jay White's jacket on the screen and it was actually him. Bring on Elite versus Bullet Club, since God is doing stuff on Impact as well. I give tonight an 8/10. If Jay got more time it would have been a 10/10.
Damn. Some people really like Jay White, man. They really do. That's...
Ask you this. Do you see G.O.D. showing up on AEW?
I don't know who that is.
Gods of War. Gods of Destiny.
I don't even know who. I don't even watch Jay White.
No. I'm talking about Gorillas of Destiny, the tag team with Tonga Tonga.
Oh.
The Tonga guys.
Tonga. Okay. Yeah, I know who they are. But
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know they were a group though.
No. They're a tag team in New Japan. They're in the Bullet Club. Tama Tonga is one of the original members of BT.
Yep.
I would personally like to see him wrestle more in the States, but they obviously are exclusive to NJPW. So I mean,
I haven't been watching New Japan in over a year, which is probably why some of these people are going to come here because New Japan knows that. Because I guarantee, if I haven't been watching New Japan in over a year, maybe it's almost 2 years to be honest, that they know the Americans aren't. I guarantee their audience has been dead, and they're like,
the pandemic, yeah,
exactly.
And also remember when you're watching, and I'm not sure if you know this, Joe, but like when you watch an NJPW show live, you cannot cheer, especially when you have a mask on. The only thing you could do is clap.
Oh boy, no
wonder you can't do anything else.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I would not want to watch that.
I think that's how they are, though. They never really cheer. They've always been weird.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they want to show respect to the wrestlers, so that's why they barely. I mean, nowadays they've been cheering, but like back in the day, like dude, it's just like sumo wrestling. You only clap. You don't like yell or scream or anything like that.
And you would only hear it a lot of times when like the match was over, like whoever won or whatever. People.
Yeah.
They never cheered though. Yeah, they just go. Ooh,
yeah.
Right.
They have gotten louder over the years though. Over the years they've gotten louder. Every year they get louder and louder.
Yeah, especially guys.
Somebody brought up Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, I did.
I swear to God, there was a jobber in the '80s. You can look it up on YouTube in Georgia. I swear his name was Izzy Slapowitz.
Yeah,
it's like the most racist thing, but it's so funny looking back on it.
Wow.
No, there's somebody at Impact. I can't remember who it is, but it's somebody named. I can't remember the first name, but the last name is Smakovich.
Smakovich. Wow.
Smack a bitch.
I swear, it's hilarious. Name. Yeah.
I think Juho would be a good last name. You should think about that.
Oh God.
God Phoenix coming in with $5. Juho. John Juho.
Chat party.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you think I should do a brand split like WWE since they have so much talent?
No.
With more to come.
No.
I definitely see John Morrison coming too.
Absolutely no.
Johnny Dynamite.
God Phoenix, thank you for the donation, but
Johnny Rampage.
Johnny Rampage, baby.
God.
Don't you do it.
Elite. Johnny Dark.
Can you imagine if somebody comes in as James Bond or like Marlon Brando? Yeah.
What? I love it. What's the finisher going to be? Fucking. That'd be interesting.
God, Joe, this is probably going to be on you, man. What's the name of the finish?
The name of the finish of who?
If it was somebody was named James Bond that came into the territory.
Oh, I'd call it like the Golden Eye or the 007 or something. Like, I don't know.
The 007.
No.
And I'm going to win. Shaken, not stirred.
The living daylights.
I don't fucking.
Bullets and babes. That's the finisher. Bullets and babes. And James Bond hits him with bullets and babes.
Octopussy.
The spy who slayed me.
Crikey! I lost my mojo. I know it's an Austin Powers reference, but go with it.
Yeah. The mojo,
Dude,
the
they should
mojo
just
crusher.
take the gimmick from Goldfinger, throw that fucking hat at them, and just fucking
you know what?
cut their fucking head
Fuck
off.
that. Take Gold Dust Shattered Dreams, and call it No More Mojo. That's the name of the move. Oh my God! He hit him with No More Mojo. Like that's fucking hilarious.
NMM.
Exactly. Beautiful. And it's all named after Mojo Rawley, who passed away a year before from Klonopins. Oh, no. Imagine that taking a shot at a dead guy in a different company.
Thunderball.
Benoit was real. That's the name of the finisher.
Benoit was real.
He needs to show up at the Rumble one day. Biggest swerve ever.
Oh, Benoit.
He's really alive.
30.
Benoit Jr.
No, my finisher would be like the dogs are out near the pool. There's not like, what the fuck? Oh my God. That'd be so bad, bro.
His finisher would be the Bowflex.
Oh.
making his way down the aisle, accompanied by Pussy Galore.
Imagine that.
Here it is.
Mojo Rawley dies of Klonopin overdose, and then you name a move after him in AEW just to take a shot. That's awful. And then WWE does it to get back at them by naming it after, you know. I don't know who it would be. Oh, I guess it would be, well, I don't even want to go there, but, you know.
I brought it there.
What the fuck? You just melted yourself.
Yeah, I just turned into, I just caught fire and went to hell for this bit. Good Lord.
I mean, the only one they could really take a shot at is Brody Lee.
Very good, Dan.
Oh, man, I don't know. You think so?
They'd call it, yeah. What do they call it? It's. You know what that means? That's what they call it. That's terrible, Dan.
Yeah.
Piece of
I'm
shit.
coming for you.
You're a scumbag for completing that joke. Dan Kennedy did it. Big lips.
Dan Kennedy.
46 cents donated.
J White my Kiwi Bruva NC represent F Australia.
Woo! Very excited. F Australia. Says 46 cents Viper.
That put a big smile on Jesse's face. He's happy as hell.
Well,
Jack,
that's
you
hilarious.
need to
That
sign Christian
46
Nagar.
fucking shit is gold, man.
Jim Bob Cooter.
That's all we're getting.
Chris Nagar.
Oh, Chris is a free agent. Oh, look at Jesse with the arms. What's going on? You might beat up somebody tonight, brother.
He's working out, man.
I like
Beating
it.
off.
That turns me
You
on.
do know that just wearing a fucking tank top does not equate to working out, right?
It just looks good. It makes it like you look like I'd.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
It really.
Some walls later.
I can see your
He's
muscles.
gonna punch the punching bag in his house.
Go punch his mom. No, go punch your mom. Go beat up your mom. Like I beat mine up once, bitch.
Mom.
No, I'm just kidding. I love my mom. I love Jesse's mom too, man. She's so sweet.
Trent.
Poor thing.
Jesse looked like he's about to drink a sick pack of Monster.
He is. He will.
The fuck?
That's the way to turn Trent heel.
I'm not a fucking energy drink guy.
You turn Trent
Jesse-
heel, you could beat up his mom.
Jesse, say this. Joe Biden build it back better. He built it back better.
Dead silence. Dead silence.
I don't know. That was great. Perfect. That's all we needed. Thank you. So yeah, I would.
Dude,
Get,
speaking of which, does this shit sound any better? 'Cause
It's okay.
This is that fucking $200 microphone I got.
oh
fucking
yeah, that's the
forever
one.
ago.
Wait, it doesn't look like. It doesn't sound like you're coming out of that mic though. Keep talking. Talk again.
Yeah, I'm talking. I mean.
Are you coming out of the
we were testing
camera?
it
You might be
yesterday.
coming out of the
Okay.
camera mic.
All right, hang on. Like.
Yeah,
He's coming out of the
If
pit
I
of
do
spite.
like, all right, so like better like this, or now what? Does it sound different?
I think you were coming out of your camera microphone for a second there.
No, yeah, but what am I coming? Does it sound differently now?
Yeah, a little bit. Tap on the mic.
See, yeah,
tap.
this is the speakerphone I'm on right now, and then if I go to this is the fucking headset.
Tap on the microphone.
Right. There we go.
Tap that mic.
Nope, we're not hearing. We're not hearing that.
Okay. I'll have to figure it out.
I mean, you sound good. You sound good, but I'm pretty sure you're coming out of your camera mic. But you still sound good. But that's definitely not that mic. You'll figure it out. It's gonna sound really good. You bought the one that I got on my head right now.
Oh my God, Jimmy Joyce is like Jesse the
right,
Buff
yeah.
Man.
It just takes a million goddamn adapters to make this cunt work. Like I had to buy a whole new $50 cord that comes out of this cunt
Oh.
to even hook to a fucking cell phone, because it only comes with a setting to fucking hook to a mixer.
I see that what you're saying now. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so he's got like some adapter issues. I don't know. I've been trying to help
I
him
got
out,
like
but
700 adapters, man.
I
and
keep
they all-
asking him which ones are
none
which.
of it
Is like,
works. Dude, none of it works. This is the closest I've gotten, and it still fucking doesn't work.
I think you have them mixed up like backwards somehow.
If I put them in backwards, I won't be able to hear you. They're
No, I
right.
mean-
right.
Oh,
This is just a cursed fucking, a cursed deal, is what it is.
Right.
Austin Aries and NWA.
you just need a mixer.
Mustafa, are you happy with Tony Khan's moves tonight?
With his moves, I don't know
Yeah,
what his moves are. I don't stalk him like.
Well, I
Sting.
mean, are you happy with how he booked the show and what he did?
I mean, overall, I thought it wasn't like an average in terms of like like an average show like you would see like just for filler. So there were some significant deals. I mean, you had the main event, which was decent. I was rushed though. I felt.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was like a 7 out of 10 show.
Yeah, I think I agree. It was a fun, exciting little show, and I even gave it a 7.5. I was that happy. I gave it a 7.5. The second hour died a bit.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's where I'm at. Good show tonight. I mean,
Smash that main event?
I do think we like
fantastic.
AEW better though because
Well,
Raw
yeah.
is so bad.
Yeah.
No, I prefer this over Raw any day, or even.
No, but I think he's saying that we actually give AEW more credit usually because Raw is so bad that AEW feels even like an extra credit point on AEW because it's.
Yes.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, personally, for me, when it comes to Dynamite, I mean, normally we are guaranteed a decent to really good. I mean, again, the only 10 out of 10 show that I've ever saw that Dynamite ever did was with the Brody Lee tribute, and that was phenomenal. But overall, they've been having consistent shows. I just wish that again, we're not just
wait a
relying
minute.
on new guys coming in.
I'm sorry, you're not going to give the tribute to a
That's
dead
all.
man a
Let's
10 out of 10, right? Come on, what's wrong with you?
That's all AEW is. Big announcement. Look who's coming. And within 2 months, you'll never see them again because they hire half the wrestling business.
No. I meant to say, like I said, the 10 out of 10 show I meant was the Brody Lee tribute, based around the fact that it wasn't about storylines; it was just paying tribute to a guy. Which, by the way, that tribute show was probably the best tribute show in wrestling that I ever saw. And I'm putting that up against Owen, Eddie, tributes to Piper and Dusty. I mean, like, same thing.
Yeah,
What about the tribute to Chris Benoit?
I agree. It was one of the It's one of the best tributes, but I mean, I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10. You fucking succubus.
Not a succubus at all, dude. Not at all.
One.
I'm kidding.
I like that word.
A 9-year-old kid.
I just called somebody that today. I like it.
I know. I was like, what word can I say here that just makes no sense with this? Like, so I said succubus.
Oh,
Succubus.
well, it's a good
Suck a
word
bitch.
in the.
You
Yeah,
suck a
I was
bitch.
wondering where you pulled that fucking out of. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Suffering sucker bitch. Suffering sucker bitch.
I mean, yeah.
I don't believe I'm going to say it, but suffering sucker bitch. All right.
Come on now.
Philip is a sucker bitch.
I don't know if I haven't given any AW a 10, and I won't give anyone a 10, but I'll say 9. One was a 9, I think I gave. Something.
No, you give it a 9. You've given a 9.
No, I wouldn't give the Brody Lee tribute a 9 either, but it's just too sad to be that good. I give it an 8 probably. Best tribute
show I gave a 10 is the one where I caught the shoe, and that's only because I caught the shoe.
Caught the shoe.
Yeah, you were there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you brought a JCS sign, got it on cam, got it with Cody Rhodes, and you caught a shoe. I mean, and you're sitting in front. I mean, dude, that was like one of the best. Like, that has to be one of the best events you've ever been to or will ever be to. I mean, it's going to be hard to top that. Unless somebody falls out of the ring on your lap and you save their life, and then the company gives you free tickets for life because of it. You know what I mean? Or something. Like, I don't know what can beat that.
I'll say this for...
I would have them hire you as a commentator instead of free ticket for life.
Well, I'm glad you said that, and I appreciate you trying to put me over to Cody, and maybe he's listening. Cody, you hear me? I love your child. All right? I have 3 kids too, man. Let's have our kids hang out.
He actually thinks your wife is decent on the mic, Cody.
Yes, I think your wife is pretty good on the mic. I really do. I don't, you know what I mean?
Let's
I like
not
Brandon.
forget,
Don't be a
Cody
brown
Rhodes
noser, Joe.
ended racism. Cody Rhodes ended racism by having.
Yeah, go give a 10-man's funeral night a 10.
So,
yeah, Tex is right. Kill them all. I mean,
What's wrong with that?
I was just,
What's wrong with the good old 10 out
I was
of
just
10
gonna put over the main event.
This main event?
Yeah. I was just gonna put over the main event, just basically saying I like the psychology of taking away the top rope.
Yes, it was a great thing, and then
Yeah,
it got
I gotta
paid
watch
off.
That. Yeah, I didn't see it, but when you said that tonight, I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds
The
fucking
snake eyes
awesome.
on the steps was pretty badass.
Because that was logical and it made sense.
Made sense.
You know what I mean? And it's not done often. So
Yes. It was so good, man. It was like, because even I was like, what are they doing? Because I'm a 2-dimensional thinker a lot of times. And I was just thinking, like, what are they doing? And then the announcer's like, what's his face is like, yeah, they're taking it off so he can't do the buckshot lariat, guys. And I was like, oh, holy shit, because I'm one of those stupid people you have to give that exposition to. So I was like, oh, I get it, because I'm a 2-dimensional thinker. So that was so great. I went, oh, wow, light bulb goes off. Beautiful stuff.
That's probably why I give the show a 7 overall, just because of that one little moment that just made it worthwhile. Because, again, ultimately everybody remembers the last thing that you saw.
Yeah.
How was Matt Carter not caught anything?
Wait, what?
How has Lance Archer not caught anything with
Oh,
all the blood
you mean like
he's
AIDS?
ingested?
Like AIDS or fucking hepatitis?
Or what hepatitis C or something like that, because Abdullah the Butcher got that.
Yeah. Well, Lance has been bleeding a bit, but I mean, they're so... they probably cooked a fork right before they went out there, soaked it in, like, alcohol. You know what I mean? They had blood tests yesterday.
Look at his fork, how it cooks.
Probably got AIDS, whatever homo he's sleeping with that tramp stamp and the braids in it.
Oh, yeah, you hate that. I know that.
Fork, how it hep C's. Sorry.
You know Hannibal is jealous. Vince is in
It's not
AEW.
funny. I use sporks now. Bad memories with the sporks.
How come when I do it, everyone gets angry and tries to cancel me?
He sounds
But-
like a Canadian version of an 80s Ric Flair. It's just very slow and just very vowel.
Styling,
Vowel-like.
profiling, and sounding retarded. That's what I do.
There you go, Jesse. Thank you. I was waiting for you.
I love Jesse, man. You got that down, dude. That's so funny how much it sounds like him. I hate the black competitor. Can you say you hate the black competitors?
The shitty Mike really sounds like Hannibal too.
Who compete.
Wait, say it again. Say it
That's
again.
even worse.
Say it again, Jesse.
Oh, wait, so what? I hate the black competitors. Oh,
Yeah. And we'll tell everybody Hannibal said it, and we'll put it on Twitter and try to go viral.
Oh, great. He just fucking was talked to me in his chat 2 days ago. This is gonna go over well.
Oh, really?
Say it.
He hates me.
Say it.
Oh, I don't think he knows that I have association with you yet.
Say it, Jesse.
He will soon.
Oh, what the fucking what? I hate black people. Hannibal.
No. That's just too racist and whatever. Say, I don't say. Be like. All right. Let's just role play. I'm gonna say. Hey Hannibal, what'd you think about AEW tonight, my man?
It was okay. I think. Fuck black people.
Oh no!
Come on, Jesse. You had one job.
No, Jesse.
And I did it.
You're supposed to say. It's really funny to do it that way. Go ahead.
Okay, I got
Bring it.
it.
Come on. You're a puppet. You're my puppet. You're dancing.
Take 3.
He's so good at it, but you put him on the spot. He's like, he can't remember.
Yeah, fuck you.
You're good. It's so
how,
funny.
Did you Sting and Taker and Austin and Hogan are like the matches that are missed opportunities? We need a Hannibal Ryback.
Missed opportunities between the Rybotch and the Hannibal.
I liked everything about the show tonight except the black people. Oh, come on, Hannibal. That's not funny, man. Why would you say that? What the hell's wrong with you? A lot. I had hepatitis C.
Don't make me come over there. Maybe we'll make a steroid sandwich and I'll shoot him up and he'll shoot me up.
Oh no.
Finish it.
Then they're like,
started with the junkyard dog. And then I just started to hate them all.
Stu Hart was right. I could have been the world champion of Canada. And I blew it.
I bend your damn arm behind your damn neck and murder your fucking family in front of you. Oh my God, Stu. Relax. What are you doing?
Don't make me call Jerry the King Lawler, Stu.
Put him in the fucker in the fucking sharpshooter there, and I fucking broke a fucker's arm off. All right. I don't know, man. Stu was a sadistic sounding person, man.
Okay, Stu Hart, you're
Lawler's
sounding like
wrestling.
Beowulf.
Stretch your asshole out, man. Hey, you feel that? Sorry.
Oh my God, bro. And then Hannibal's like, he's getting canceled tomorrow again. And then Hannibal's excuse is like, I take this hepatitis C suppressant medication that made me go crazy. It's like the Ambien excuse.
God, that'd be brilliant. I made a quesadilla and drove last night and apparently beat up a bunch of black competitors.
I need Taco Bell.
I made off comments about some illegal immigrants.
I made some off comments about some Afro competitors.
That's awesome.
Oh my God,
Jesse, I would smack you in love and just be like, "Yo, bro, dude, let's drink a beer. Cheers to that."
Limitless. You know, I really didn't like Keith Lee. He calls himself Limitless. I'd like to send Keith Lee back to 1830. Then he would have limits.
Wow.
Wow. Damn.
That's too far. That's too far.
That was great. Holy shit.
Titus.
You call me the piece of shit.
Oh my God, I couldn't get that out, bro.
Goddamn, if you did his voice a little better, that would have been the
best
goddamn
God.
fucking Hannibal thing ever, dude.
You just gotta send me it. You just gotta record that and send it to me. I'll be like,
What
I'm
did you
interviewing
say?
Hannibal.
I've forgotten by now. I've already laughed and forgotten though.
I'd like to take him back to. I'd like to take him back to 1840. Then he'd have limits. Or whatever.
Yeah, that's
or no. Or what did we get? Jesse the Body Ventura to kind of like maybe referee the match between Rybotch and Hannibal.
Well, you know, Jesse the Body, you've been in a lot of matches. Why don't you give us your take, Jesse the Body Ventura, on what you think the match with Ryback will be like? You've had a lot of matches over your career. What would you do against Ryback? Well, the fact of the matter is, I was in the ring with a lot of great guys and big guys, but I'd never been in the ring with a retard before. You know,
Big
like,
guy.
oh my God, Jesse. Well, but I was just saying, I mean, you were in there with Hogan and so many people. Yes, but never a retarded guy. Like, oh, all right. Well, Jesse, that's not really nice. Ryback is not that type of person, and even if he was, I mean, why would you say that?
Retarded.
Well, does it bother you that I'm giving you my honest opinion? Why did you hire me for this job? If you don't like me to shoot, then tell me not to shoot, or maybe don't pay me $50 to come on here and speak. All right?
I'm a Navy SEAL.
I was a Navy SEAL. It's not like I'm telling stories about banging out hookers in the back room of WrestleMania. All right, Jesse. I think it's better if you just leave at this point.
Oh my God, Truthlock is like, this sounds like Zoolander.
What's Zoolander sound like? I don't even know. I never ate that movie. Never saw it.
I never watched it.
I never watched it
Looks
either.
like my little lass needs
I like
a shaving.
vaginas.
Come on, Joe. Who wants to see a black slob bearcat naked?
Oh my God! Is he going to be the Bearcat anymore? That's what I want to know.
And taking out the trash.
I
AJ
sure
Adams,
WWE
Duncachino, I will hang you like a flightless black crow and slit your balls into a bloodbath.
This guy's racist.
Colonel Santos. Well, he's Filipino.
Well, that's true too. Actually, Colonel Santos, God bless you, sir. Take care. Don't let them.
Why would you say that? Why would you give him a pass like that? He hates half of you.
Does he though?
No,
if Tony Khan doesn't market Ass Boys, he's fucking.
I think they've been trying to. I think they're like.
Looks like my little lass.
Oh, Robbie Hyde.
A shave.
Why is everybody donating $3.12?
How do you think Triple H feels right now that so many guys that were in NXT have now jumped over to U? Triple H might as well just go to U at this point. Tell him FAO. Dude,
first of all, Triple H, he might be dying for all we know. Where is he? Dude, this is exactly what I hate to say it, but does this not remind you of Brody Lee a little bit? Like, what's going on? There's been no update.
Of who?
This reminds me of Brody Lee. He was out of action with some kind of injury. We never heard of it. What is going on with Triple H? We haven't heard a word out of him.
Dude, he had a heart attack.
I know, but it's been 5 months.
I know,
Sad
but
news.
Triple
H is dying.
I think it's just not only the heart attack, but then also the fact
Eat our own shitty in Philly with gritty.
Second
Yo,
time home.
this whole city with gritty. Yo, we might eat our own shitty.
Shout out to all my Phillies.
In the city of Philly, we eat shitty. With gritty is getting big. We can survive off our motherfucking own feces. In Philly, with gritty. In Philly, with gritty. This whole city will eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a.
The fact that you honky pecker woods are not showing the black man Keith Lee more respect is downright racist. The only ones that is going to have limits is you white devils. You are all sick. The black man is gonna rise and overtake you ghoulish white boys.
Hey, fuck that. What a stupid name for a black dude, Keith Lee. Sounds like a fucking Asian. Bruce Lee, Keith Lee, fuck Keith.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dr. Umar Johnson. He has been telling the facts about white people for a long time. Dr. Umar, thank you for being, for putting us. I mean, we are very Casperly looking. There's too many of us.
But like I said before with Hunter, I mean, dude, he's taking time off, and I don't blame him for taking time
No,
off.
I keep taking time off. It's just we don't. There's been not a lot. Like, it's been very quiet.
Biding his time for when he comes back is terrorizing.
Oh my God!
Oh Lord! Can you imagine? He'll break out the white wig.
Hunter in heaven.
He'll have holy whites, everything.
Hunter in heaven.
No,
and Stephanie in hell.
Oh,
Hunter in heaven and Stephanie in hell. It's a Typo Negative song.
Oh. Nice.
Tony Khan tweeted out, "I didn't secure Jay White until Sunday. I realized after the fact that Friday night I butchered my own definition of Forbidden Door and hyping tonight. I heard the fans' feedback and wanted to ensure that tonight was a special Dynamite for all. Thank you to all who watched." Wait, what is that? We have to break that down a little bit.
Please do.
All right, so wait a minute. I didn't secure Jay White until Sunday, okay?
Signed the contract.
Because he realized after the fact that on Friday night I butchered my definition of Forbidden Door. So he was talking about Keith Lee coming with the Forbidden Door stuff. However, he saw people thought that meant New Japan was coming. So he must have gotten Jay White at the last minute out of basically making the mistake of making people think that Forbidden Door meant New Japan. So then he had to go get someone from New Japan.
So then my question is, why would you then debut him?
Go ahead, Rostava first.
I was just really real quick. I was just like, then why would you debut him if you were getting your wires crossed and saved it for maybe the next week or maybe for Rampage?
Because what he's saying is if he didn't debut tonight, people would have been disappointed. Like, oh, fuck, they thought Forbidden Door meant New Japan's coming. So he threw that.
I feel like he already had him. And then he was just like, oh, well,
no,
I fucked up on that one.
Because look at this tweet. I didn't secure Jay White until Sunday. I realized after the fact. So after Friday, he realized I butchered my own definition of Forbidden Door in hyping tonight. I heard the fans' feedback and wanted to ensure tonight was special. So he was afraid that people would be disappointed that, oh, Keith Lee's here, that's cool, but what Forbidden Door we've always associated with Japan originally, New Japan.
Or maybe even Kenny Omega in a U.S. promotion going into another one, but... I mean, again, I don't mind the idea of Jay White. It's just that, again, I just felt like the buildup could, as far as Tony was concerned, could have been, yes, worded better, but then also, like, it could have just been, because I just felt like it was overhyped.
He wasn't coming is the point. There was no Jay White coming.
Right. I feel like this was overhyped to a degree, and it
he used the wrong language is what it is. He said, hey, the Forbidden Door is going to open, then was like, oh, wait, okay, people think that means New Japan. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I think I'm starting to get sick of the whole.
He meant New Japan, but he said their fucking eyes are going to open.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about Forbidden Door, this, that, and the other thing. I couldn't give a shit. But basically, when he said that, even in my head, I said, okay, well, that means New Japan, right? Like, is that not what that means? So
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. So look at the polls. All the polls I put out today. The first poll with the 4 people on it, Keith Lee won it. The second poll with everybody on it plus New Japan guys. New Japan guys won it because people knew.
I was shocked that it actually kind of was Jay White in a way, but not surprised because Jay's been also working in the States a little bit more with Impact.
Right.
So again, it's nice to have that, but then ultimately, again, the boys, except for maybe like John Moxley or somebody else recently has been able to go to Japan, but not all of them because again, the way the travel is right now. And the fact that Japan is still dealing with very stricter COVID guidelines and what's going on in the West. So
yeah, and if I'm just saying, basically, if you're disappointed with Jay White or thought Jay White had a afterthought moment, it's because it was an afterthought moment. Like you're right. Like if you're out there and you're upset, like, oh, I feel like Jay White was kind of like an afterthought in a weird way, and what was that? Well, first of all, probably only 80,000 or less people know who the fuck he is. And also, it was an afterthought. Dr. Umar Johnson with that $8 a minute ago. Thank you. And that's about it, man. We got more donuts coming in a minute, and I'll leave it to you guys while I go ahead and.
They got like 10 guys in the stable now. I don't want it to become an NWO thing where there's like 73 fucking members.
Well, this is what's going to happen, I believe, and we talked about this before. Where I'm thinking that Red Dragon, along with Adam Cole, are going to have like this Marvel like Civil War with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega when he comes back. So it's going to be like Civil War, because normally that's what happens when you have big factions. It ends up being a Civil War. That's what happened with Bullet Club.
Yeah,
you know,
usually
West and Bullet Club East.
it's like usually a big ass fucking war with that crap. But
And that's fine. And that's fine. But ultimately, though,
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
What the status on I think it's Roderick Strong's contract?
He's still linked. He's still linked with WWE right now, and even
For how much longer?
I don't know that answer, but I do know that's pretty much for a little bit while longer. And
let's pump the brakes, man. We need to get fucking Kyle
somebody
O'Reilly to do something. He ain't doing shit right now.
Right. I mean, again, there's a lot of guys that unfortunately that are sitting at home on a WWE contract. And again, granted, you may be getting paid great money, but artistically, if you're not being stimulated in a way that you feel like you should be, I mean, again, that's on you. Again, if you want to stay, you want to go. But again,
he's already in AEW, right? Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's where. But again, he could go anywhere. He could even go to Impact if he wanted to. That's up to him. It's all about the money.
They're all elite with remember the fucking
right, but also
with Adam Cole. So I'm just like, what the fuck are they gonna?
Right,
but
also
happen?
There's a lot of competitors even in Europe that that probably want to come to the States and want to work with various promotions and stuff like that, depending on the freedom that they want. It all comes down to money, financial, freedom, what you wanted to do.
Still thinking about another debut that happened today that nobody's really talking about. AQA, man, she's from reality wrestling. She's she's down here in Texas, and I got stoked. I was stoked when Booker T's fucking shit put their things out on the socials that she was gonna be there. It's like, damn.
Yeah. I'm actually very happy for. There's actually a woman who debuted in Impact recently. She's a Facebook friend of mine. I think it's a Casey. Yeah. She debuted in Impact, and I've been hearing a lot of great things about her. Just because, I got people in Jersey that have worked with her and stuff, so I'm looking out for her. Coming up in the in the independents and stuff. But there's a lot of
Impact. Impact sucks. I can't do it.
Well, I understand why you would believe that, absolutely, and I would not disagree with you all the way.
What the fuck is a digital media championship? What the hell? They've had the most
bullshit
stupidest fucking
It really
titles.
is a BS title. It really is. They had
the Legends title. They had the fucking. They've had like 12 shitty titles. Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, here's the thing, though. Ross, to touch on something you did a minute ago. You were talking about, so many good wrestlers are sitting at home getting paid well, but what about, being rewarded artistically? Let's not forget, this is the wrestling business. This isn't about, let me go out and make the best art possible. Because guess what? By next week, nobody's going to care how good your match was unless you're one of these match marks out here that AEW thrives on, and there's barely a million. So if take a Roderick Strong, right? If he goes to AEW, he's one of the crowd. He's not going to stand out. I guarantee you, if you asked Adam Cole now, he regrets going to AEW because at least in NXT he was a champion. Now he's just one of the guys, and the money is still there.
Ron Breaker would still be the guy.
My friend, I think you're wrong on that, because what they were gonna have Adam Cole do is manage Keith Lee.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, let's say all of this is, it's all fictional anyway. Let's say he stayed in NXT like Ciampa did, right? He could have stayed in NXT and still been one of the top guys. But now he's fighting with Orange Cassidy. Okay, but
different NXT.
Okay, but what I'm saying is Ciampa's still there. He's still from the old guard. It's possible that Adam Cole could have hung around and been doing the same thing just for star power.
Right,
but I mean, dude, if he wants to spread his wings, dude, there's a glass ceiling over there. I think over here, dude, he's gonna be He's running. He's next in line for facing Adam Cole. I mean, for
He
Hangman Page for the
gets to
title.
travel with his woman on the road.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Remember, he also made the decision because his wife was working in the same company. Number two, they're traveling together, sleeping in the same hotels or whatever. But then the other reason for that is because he could have stayed at NXT, but Vince would have treated him kind of like, I mean, maybe in a way that Ciampa is, but again, he ultimately would have still wanted him on the main roster anyway, and he still would have been misused. And I think he made the right decision overall.
Yeah, me too.
I would rather be a star as a manager for Keith Lee than work with this bunch of indie feds, because you know what? You can do that a lot longer than your flips and twists in AEW. The longevity money wise is better on the other side. That's my whole point.
I just wanted to shout out a Blizz Kid. Tex has a great political views, but his wrestling options are bizarre. Dude, Tex is a casual fan. He sees things from a different perspective from the rest of us. So I give him respect on his viewpoint.
I think I just want to say, I think what Tex was saying was, I'm sure Adam Cole wishes he didn't have to go to AEW and things had kept kicking ass in WWE. I think that's what he's trying to say. But certainly, I think at the time, you're going to be a manager for this guy. Like, I'm sure he was happy to get the fuck out of there, and he's happy where he is now. But I'm sure
I'm not saying he wouldn't be Keith Lee's manager. Obviously, who wouldn't want to make a payday and work with your friends? But let's be real here. Your body's only going to hold up so long, and there's so many guys like Adam Cole in AEW right
that's
now.
why I think he did it too, though, man. To your point, but the other way, like, if you can still put on a good match and still work, you want to do it while you can. Someday you may not be able to have these matches. Maybe he's looking at it like that, maybe.
Right.
And if he hasn't burned bridges, he can always go back.
Well, let's say his future was as stupid as it is, Keith Lee's manager. Even just for the record, I don't like that job for him either. Mm-hmm. You could be the next Bobby Heenan, the next Jim Cornette, the next Paul Heyman. Look at those dudes. They're still making big bucks 20 years longer than any of these other guys will be.
Well, not Bobby Heenan.
So you want to provide? Obviously.
Dude, he's making worms.
You get my point.
Good eating.
You get my point is what I'm saying. Obviously, I know I'm the sore thumb from the most of the people here, but that's why I like being here to offer a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just to look at it from the other side. So.
And again, we respect that, Tex. I think it's just because there's a lot of conditioning going on in mainstream wrestling of what we're used to. And again, granted, it works for a certain audience, but I think there's a section of the wrestling community, maybe it's a small percentage, I don't know, what do you want to call them, internet marks, smart marks, whatever, that want a certain sense of athleticism that meets with a certain sense of drama and comedy that just allows them not just to escape reality, but to be able to face reality based upon logic and long-driven storylines with good booking. I mean, I want balance personally.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see over the top of shit. I want to see a fucking pilot versus a T-Rex. That's what I want. It'll be fun. Somebody, did he mute himself?
Oh, what's up?
I don't fucking know, man.
Oh, okay. No, I said you don't like over the top acting in wrestling.
I mean, it depends. Like again, for example,
like when the Young Bucks did the fucking Ghostbuster thing, and it turned out to be fucking Adam Page.
But you see, that was a comedy spot, and it made sense because again, it's an homage to there was a movie that came out, and it was funny. And remember, they did that on the boat on the Cruise of Jericho when he dressed up as Mario.
It ended up progressing the story. Fucking what's his name? Hangman Page fucking lariat the fuck out of when he was trying to get to Kenny Omega.
No, I think right now with pro wrestling, again, it's even more subjective now since that social media has really expanded it, or taken away a lot of the sort of kind of behind the scenes looks, unless you're getting physical dirt sheets. But I mean, again, I like it all as long as it is able to strike a chord with the general audience that watches to the point where it makes sense. There's a lot of different things that you could do with it. I mean, again, granted, they had a blast, I believe, in that 8-man tag when they were dressed up as Ghostbusters. All of the guys had a blast.
Oh, dude, that was a blast of a match. I mean, and it was during the holidays, so I really didn't mind it at all because
absolutely,
very entertaining and it's a little goofy spot, but it worked.
Yeah,
and again,
it's
like a fucking trick or treat match in WWE or something.
Yeah,
oh no, way better.
Exactly, this was done well.
And Jesse, you brought up a great point. Jesse, where when you have a section of a match that is dedicated, you have the hoopla hop, but then you still have the athleticism and the drama of I'm trying to win a match. Everybody wins, and it's balanced, and it's a good balance.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
It's not like a trick or treat match or whatever. WWE, it was a little bit of that, but done well. WWE never does that well. They always make you feel like insulted, basically, your intelligence when they do shit like that. So I liked how they did that. That worked out.
Well,
doesn't always
to
work,
kind
but
of
it
go
worked.
off what Jesse's saying there. Do y'all think AEW gets a pass on shit that WWE gets roasted for, though? Because it kind of feels that way.
That's a good question.
No, they legitimately, like, if we're talking that particular thing, they legitimately just do that better. Like, each company's gonna have those times where, hey, it's the holidays, we're gonna have this movie's coming out, we're gonna have an entertaining match. That's what this.
Oh
is
yeah, no, I'm not talking about that specific angle. I'm talking about it in general.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, if they don't do it well, I'm gonna call them out just like I would WWE. But at least it's a little bit more refreshing with AEW because they're trying to do a good job and they're not just ramming shit down your throat, you know?
I think AEW does the holiday themes a little better than WWE, personally.
Oh yeah, and it's still fresh. It hasn't been done for 15 years in a row that sucked.
I will also say AEW is benefiting from what ECW. You see more people chanting AEW more than you do a wrestler's name. It was the same thing at ECW. It wasn't about the guys in the ring. It was about the promotion as a whole. When even back in the ECW days, the wrestling wasn't necessarily great. The storytelling wasn't great. It's like it's a cult phenomenon, but I wonder how long that lasts. Does that go the way of ECW?
Well, here's the thing. Well, remember, AEW has $1 billion budget that ECW wished that it had, or XPW wished that it had, or GCW, CCW. You know,
but let's say the ratings don't hold up, and TNT or TBS says, "Well, y'all aren't drawing, so we're done." Now you're going to go to Spike TV or Access, or whatever the hell it is.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
honestly.
Right now the ratings are at least holding at a decent number. Like again, if they were like, let's say in the red, let's say if they were like 1.2 or under like 1, like 0.9, then that's troubling. But the fact that they're able
don't
to
even matter like that anymore, man. I feel like they don't matter.
Yeah,
they do the advertisers. They do the people who want to sell commercials.
Yeah,
no, I get that, but like even these days, they'll like ads. People go right through them and shit. They fast forward through them. I even for companies, I feel like they are looking at other shit, not the fucking ratings. Like I feel like if the rating dropped a little bit, I feel like they'd still want to keep AEW. That's just my thought on it because it gives them a flavor that they can give to an audience that does want to see it. It doesn't necessarily have to break the fucking mold of ratings, you know, but it just. As long as it's serving an audience and it's not like a dying thing, like if it's successful, I feel like they'd still keep it. Maybe that wouldn't be the case 15 years ago when ratings meant more.
Yeah, and Jesse, and just to intervene on that, like I went to my first AEW show when it came to New Jersey for the first time after a year of the pandemic, and this was in September of last year.
Wow.
And let me tell you something, man. Like when you go, it's different from going to a WWE show, and I'll mean that with all honesty. It's a different feeling, and it felt very festive because everybody was waiting for a year. And then, of course, that's where, and again, a lot of people don't remember this, but that was the debut of the STFU chants directed at MJF, and I was the one that initiated that. And I take great pride in that because, again, there's a sense of you want to give the product something that everybody can love and benefit on and cheer or boo or whatever. That's the enjoyment of it at live. But then you also see from a live perspective, especially if you're smart enough a little bit to the business of what works and what didn't work. Yeah, you can nitpick it, but then for like a second after that, you're like, you know what? I'm just enjoying it. So I think bringing that home with you is a good access point for if you actually, and again, I encourage anybody to see any wrestling events live. You know, you bring that home with you in the sense of, okay, I may not be there weekly, and yes, it's easy for me to nitpick, but the moment I'm there live, it changes my perspective just a little bit more.
And shows to do that, yeah.
Yeah, and but again, as a viewer, like from when you're watching it at home, again, I like the idea that I want to feel like it is live, and AEW makes me feel like I'm watching. Like if I'm there live on my TV, I can't say the same thing for Raw.
AEW gives us hope. We know Raw's going to suck.
That's a good point.
We're surprised when it doesn't.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
We
And
were
that's-
wondering who was going to show up tonight. The Rumble didn't have any fucking surprise. You know, I mean,
Well, the male side, yes. The male side, the female side,
Well,
rock.
Fuck is over
That's
the
what I
budget?
count.
Is that next month? I thought over the budget would be this month. Like they usually have like a big Royal Rumble thing too.
Oh,
in AEW.
oh yeah.
sounds like
Yeah,
a
like the
that
Battle
sounds like a
Royale.
pay per view over the budget.
That's what it's called. I thought it would be this month.
That's in your house.
When is their fucking pay per view? I gotta catch up
How
on
about
all the horse
AEW?
shit.
You mean
Yeah, I
Revolution?
know. Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
next
yeah.
pay-per-view. That's the next pay-per-view.
When is
There
that
goes
shit?
Revolution.
No, but are they
December
going
to
to have the over the
December.
budget Royal Rumble there?
Maybe a Double or Nothing, maybe in May.
See, that's too far away. It should be like either that or
Well, why?
March.
Why does it have to be during this time?
Oh,
Because that's how they usually do it at the beginning of the year. It'd be like either February or March.
Possibly. I mean, Revolution's coming up, right, for the March pay-per-view?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
Again, you got to think they also have more people and more shit going on now than they did whenever they did that last whatever you're talking about, Gargats. They probably got more shit to do this year, you know?
Yeah,
They haven't done it in like a year. Because the last time they did it,
Okay.
fucking Matt Sydal, I remember, entered, and he's been there since then. I don't know. Maybe it's been a year. Maybe it's been 2 years.
They've had so many people though that could come in and
Brian
just in the last
Cage.
year, like they got to do shit differently probably now. You know, too many fucking people.
Yeah, I think what happened was that they did it before COVID happened, and then they haven't done it since.
Yeah, again,
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the Owen Hart tournament. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually intrigued by it because, again, most likely Martha will be on camera for
If
it.
Owen shows up, I'll mark out.
His
I'm on my
ghost,
way, you
right?
son of a bitch.
I pray to God they don't do that in Kansas City.
Yo, so are they gonna fucking have like are they gonna have like Owen Hart footage that they
Should do it in
bought?
Canada.
They do have Owen Hart footage that they've already presented on television, but it doesn't belong to WWE as far as copyright. It's more so home footage.
Martha's gonna really
I
be
like
up there.
that though. That shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
and it's gonna be
she's
it's
gonna
gonna
be there? That's cool.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting the way that they handle all that. But again,
Fucking crazy, the angry white bitch will fucking work for the.
No, but you think
like,
about it.
You
You
know,
think about it.
but no, I'm saying like
totally
she's
shut
gonna
up,
work
man.
for somebody against Vince McMahon. So she's like, yeah, let's stick it to him.
Well, yeah, I mean, they fucked Bud over, then they killed Owen. I don't agree with it, but I see your point for sure.
She's doing it for
I don't look at it that
revenge.
way. I don't look at it that way because Martha doesn't really have ill will feelings. She just doesn't want to work with somebody who practically
She does have ill will feelings towards the entire wrestling community too.
Well, that's the thing. The wrestling
and her son and her daughter. She made them that way. That's why I'm surprised that she's going to be there. But
Well,
then
remember-
if you've seen her interviews, like she fucking hates, and they have said that they would never want to do wrestling. They want to help people instead.
Well, again, I understand that Vince, tried. I mean, again, there was a lot of legalities in that trial, which, by the way, the family did get money, both of Stu and Helen as well as
but
Martha.
they didn't want the money.
Yeah, they didn't want the money. They wanted justice. They wanted somebody. Well, Martha wanted somebody
They
to go
want
to
to go
jail.
to jail. Yeah.
Right. So I I just wish that, like, again, like, if Martha does come in, it's like, I mean, I said this on another wrestling program where I said, look, it would be fun, like, maybe down the line, maybe like a couple years from now, if they ever have the AEW Hall of Fame as a real thing, a legitimate Hall of Fame, Owen should go in.
What if this was?
Oh hell yeah!
Well, I mean,
why would you put Owen Hart in a company he never wrestled for?
Well, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of guys.
Yeah,
WWE, a lot of guys that never
if
got
it was a general pro wrestling Hall of Fame, sure. But I mean, I say the same things whenever WWE puts somebody in from, a promotion that they never had. Yeah, it's obvious why they're doing it. It's for money.
Is this actually happening in the next few weeks or what?
No. No, the Owen Hart tournament, yes, not the Hall of Fame. I was just saying that as a.
Okay, is this gonna be happening at the exact same time the Dusty thing is happening in NXT?
No. That comes later.
They've been having qualifying matches for that on NXT here lately.
Yeah,
No,
lately, that's what I'm saying. Is that coming up at the same time?
That was the tag deal.
And now I wonder if they're doing this Owen Hart thing just because they can't get the Dusty name.
No, not at all.
Well, this is good timing, I think. Right?
Good timing.
Brett can be in.
Sounds like a good
This is
business
Brett
move
talking
to piss somebody
AEW.
off.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it like this. Like, if let's just say that, and in Texas, to get to your point about Hall of Fame, half of the WWE Hall of Famers never even wrestled in WWE.
True.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It makes no
So
sense.
it's still a pro wrestling thing, and I feel like both companies have that.
You're right,
In
and
my
I think
opinion.
I think Owen, just because again, it's slowly but surely, Tony's really making a relationship with Martha on just a business level, and it's gonna definitely benefit down the line in terms of more merchandising, more Owen Hart likeness, probably on another wrestling program that Martha trusts. Also, maybe even New Japan, because Martha always like going to Japan with Owen, so there could be that.
And Mustafa, remember Brett was in. He was the one who had the AEW title the first night they presented it. He was there
Right,
doing that.
right. But remember, Martha and Brett don't have any relationship whatsoever.
Because I like to jerk off when I look at my brother Owen quit flying around, and she didn't like that.
According to the Hart family, like from the stuff that I've watched and listened to, she doesn't associate with any of them, and for a lot of years she didn't speak to any of them. So
because his family got split, right?
I swear to God, she has a dick.
I mean, to me, I guess I get honor Owen Hart, all that, blah blah blah, whatever. This feels like nothing but a marketing ploy to make money off of his name, and she's in on it because he never had any attachment to AEW.
Oh my God,
if
yo,
WWE did it,
if
WWE did it, it would make sense. He at least wrestled for that place. He was there.
Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat.
I don't give a shit.
Everybody in the chat is going AEW 2054 Hall of Famer Warhouse. That's great. Andre and Truth Loke, man. Yeah.
It makes no sense. Like I said, I get it. You want to, maybe you have an Owen Hart award or something. But to market it like this, if you can't even use the footage of him wrestling, you're going to have a wrestling tournament for him. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Tex, but remember this also. That alone, just Owen's name on a wrestling program, is just going to draw fans, especially older fans.
Right. So
have it in Toronto.
I would say Martha is just as much of a hypocrite as profiting off of his name for doing this right here for that exact reason.
Possibly. I'm not disagreeing necessarily, but again, possibly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, she saw a bigger paycheck, and she was just like, "All right."
Well, that's the thing.
mean,
She even said in the documentary, she's like, well, when she was talking to her lawyer about like the whole trial, because she wanted justice in terms of somebody going to jail, but he's like, the lawyer was like, well, it's just money. That's all you're going to get back. You're not going to get your husband back.
Yeah. Well, now 25 years later, she's like, is that money still there?
Right.
Maybe this is just a idea. Maybe she changed her viewpoint after 25 years about Owen's name being used.
It depends. I mean, the dark
maybe
side
she's a
of the ring.
twat.
She's a Karen.
Oh Lord, no, she
Karen Stewart. Karen Hart.
over the course of the past 25 years. I mean, the fact that she even did the dark side of the ring shocked me because she's only done maybe 1 or 2 interviews since then about Owen, and it's very, very subtle. And also remember, you know, imagine this: your husband, your father, does not make it home because of a stunt, God forbid, that he probably didn't want to do, but nobody had to do it to keep his job. And the fact that they hired the same guy that worked with Sting and they used a quick release because they wanted to do a comedy spot, there was no need for it. That didn't even sell tickets to the show. The only thing that sold tickets to that show was the main event.
Yep. Well, maybe even Triple H and Rock. But yeah, but you're right. It was it would have been a forgettable spot. Nobody would have fucking cared.
Yeah,
no. Cares if he passed away.
And just imagine if it worked that night, and then the next night on Raw they did it, and all of a sudden that happened on Raw.
Fuck. Yeah.
That would have happened on live television, not on pay-per-view.
Wow, they probably would have done that. Like, made him do it all the time and shit. Like,
yeah, because I think about all these scenarios all the time. And again, Owen, the one thing that really sucks about Owen dying the way that he did was the fact that the show, well, again, now I have a whole different perspective of why I thought the show shouldn't have gone on, because the way that Martha said, this is now a criminal investigation. This needs to be.
Yeah, but again, the ring isn't the fucking problem though. He's gonna hit wherever he hit, but the fucking thing that was latched to him, that's the fucking investigation.
The quick release.
The ring matters.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like the ring even matters.
Well,
at that point, he would have died if he hit the fucking floor.
Vince's reasoning for continuing the show was because he thought there might have been a riot, and I understand to a degree because it was the Attitude Era. But I'm like, bro, they stop baseball games when it rains. They stop basketball games if a player is super injured. Like just recently, a couple of years ago, a guy literally broke his leg, during a live game, and they had to turn the cameras away so that they didn't see the injury.
Yeah, but they couldn't resume it the next day. They couldn't get all those people back in with their tickets and everything. It would have been a
but
I understand though. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, again, if you're gonna take an L on money for one night just to make sure that somebody's okay and to respect his, deal, then yeah. I mean, again, I would understand that professional athletes or musicians or whatever, they want the show to go on, but at the same time, though, if you're gonna die in the ring like that for a stupid ass accident, I believe that you can stop the show for one night and it wouldn't have made a difference because ultimately,
in a way, I agree, but at the same time, I just, I don't know. I'm still fucking for them doing the pay-per-view. I still feel like it was the right decision still, but I don't know. It's a fucking subjective thing, really.
It really is. It really is, Jesse. There's no right or wrong, honestly. I'm just based upon what I saw on Dark Side. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said they work with the same guy that did Sting, so wouldn't he be responsible?
Well, that's the thing. He was sued, but Vince didn't want to have any, involvement in terms of the actual. I mean, again, he was involved in the lawsuit, but he didn't want anything to do with it because he felt like he was innocent in the whole thing. But again, you guys came up with the idea, which, by the way, Vince Russo most likely added that, and then Vince approved it, so it was all, members of the organization. And by the way, Owen being the guy that he was and the easygoing guy that he was, ultimately was dedicated, and he didn't want, even after when Brett left, he didn't want to go to WCW. He admitted to Vince, I want to stay, I want to make money, and he got a pay raise actually because of that. I think it was like maybe an extra $100,000.
So does anybody I'm sorry to interrupt. Does anybody know? Okay, so we talked about this the other night, but we have Hell in the Cell with Undertaker, Bossman, right? You have all these guys, you have all these different little stunts that happen that same exact year where there's hanging off of shit and whatever. Is that the same company during WrestleMania 15 that's doing the job there that is the same company that did Over the Edge?
I don't know. I don't know that for sure because remember that was a different rigging system, so it might have been the same guy, but I don't know. And even so, like, but not even the Brood, but look at Bossman hanging from the cell by a noose.
There was two different companies. So Owen didn't have the Sting company the entire time. They had another company they're going off of. The reason why they went off as the Sting company is because of the quick release thing that they had planned.
Right. No, you're right.
That was a second company that they were working with that didn't have the quick release.
Yo, Truth Lock is like, stop blaming Russo. Well, first and foremost, remember, Vince Russo, even when he writes something, he still has to clarify that with Vince, and Vince has to approve it. So ultimately, I'm not blaming Vince Russo for killing Owen. What I am blaming is the fact that he made a stupid decision by trying to get something approved. I don't think
it was Russo's idea. I think it was Vince's idea. Yo, big coming out from the sky, kid.
I
I swear it was Vince's idea because you know how Vince adds stupid shit to the fucking Ricochet's fucking intro. You know the boards creaking and fucking Aleister Black. You know,
Yo, Joe is like Joe is like screaming at me at the chat. What are you talking about, dude? I got corrected by Garguts. I'm sorry for that little piece of information. Yeah. I literally had a long night, but. Like I said, ultimately, though, it shouldn't have happened. We can all agree on that. Owen should still be here, cracking jokes and ribbing people, as he always
I hope
did.
Joe, as GM, will induct Owen as the first member of the Portland Blue Blazer Hall of Fame.
I don't think they...
I don't think they thought about it. Everything that Joe said, I just legitimately said.
Yeah, Joe, we got it. Like, we already knew that Vince wanted it, but ultimately, though, again, he didn't want to do the storyline with Jeff Jarrett where Deborah was a love interest because he was a family guy and he didn't want to, upset his wife or his kids.
He took her
That's great, but dude, they did
Russo
shit
kills
night in, night out. Like every night they did shit that could have ended lives, right? And they probably didn't even think twice about this fucking thing that he was doing. You know what I mean?
I guarantee you right now, Joe's gonna come back and he's gonna either chew me out and then chew Vince Russo out, and then we're gonna chew out Kevin Dunn for the the sake of it. I don't know.
Kevin Dunn could chew through
Vince
wood.
Will kill you song. Vince
he could chew through.
You.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunn can chew through solid steel.
I would take a Vince Russo book show over Tony Khan's bullshit.
Oh no!
I may be the only one, but I will gladly say it. So
Damn!
Come at me, you marks! I dare you.
1,000 pledges of allegiance to
Okay. We're gonna have a Texas last brain cell on a pole match.
You want to have AEW wants to have a Texas death match? Well, this is a Texas death match. So come at me, bunch of marks. I dare you.
Yo, Lord Zero's calling you out, bro. Because Lord Zero's like, Joe, come back. These marks are boring. No, screw you, dude.
Screw you, Lord Zero. Why don't you come on the show and be entertaining for
stop
hours,
reading the chat.
Are you not entertained?
Texas death matches had bull ropes, cowbells.
So
Jim Cornette put me
my
up in
death match,
plastic
we're
ones.
gonna have grenades and like AR-15s. That's my death.
Oh, dude, yes,
We're gonna make it
AR-15s.
Full match.
We need Larry Funk.
Jim Cornette's wife.
It's gonna be a fucking.
We need Lord. We need a freaking Funk. We need Larry Funk to come back and be like, Lord Zero, you dumb son of a bitch. Don't make me fuck my head.
Still
I'm gonna dress up like
match.
I'm gonna dress up like
fucking Hannibal molester.
Leatherface. Come at you with a freaking chainsaw. It's gonna be great.
Instead of a casket match, it's a barbecue match. You throw them in the grill.
Joe,
Throw
I
some
get
barbecue
a
sauce.
of a 20-year-old.
Throw me some barbecue sauce there, Joe.
That's what it'll be. Yeah.
By God.
Yeah. Rotisserie match.
When he comes out, he's burnt and there's the steaks are ready.
Oh, apparently Joe exploded his toilet. So
he says the show gets to stay on longer due to the fact that from my explosion. I don't want to know about your explosion, Joe.
I think he
I don't want to know about your.
Hang on, wait, hang on, everybody. There's one member of the Tex cult that I have to bring to your M says, Tex, if Vince Russo booked WWE these days, I guarantee you it would be better than what they book now. So, M, you are a good person. You get 15 negative curses put on you, my friend.
Oh, he's kissing M's ass right now.
So, M is a good guy.
He's a Tex guy.
The rest of you suck.
M.
He's a Tex guy.
Russo, former world
Is it
champion.
Men in Black agent?
Don't forget that.
Is he a fucking? Is he M from fucking 007?
Oh my
does
God.
he know Q?
On M. Oh yeah, Q. Right there you go.
Yeah, no, M is a good dude. M is now my homeboy. M and Colonel Santos are two that I like. So I've got two fans.
Damn right, son.
Oh wait,
Hell
the
yeah.
Tex cult is growing. 46 Cents Viper is a Tex guy. All right, I got you, man. I got you. I'm watching out for you.
Furry balls.
Cents,
Furry balls.
fucking 40 cents Viper. I love that.
Yep.
Furry balls just said McMahon killed Owen Hart, in my opinion, and probably yeah. But again, no, physically no, but storyline wise, most likely yes.
The turnbuckle didn't help.
And everybody was just too busy.
Motherfucker should have had a backbone and
well,
said, "Hey,
hang
Vince,
on.
I ain't
You
doing
don't
it."
think that anybody was up there with him? I mean, he's gonna do this stunt in his entire all the stunt by himself up there in the catwalk. Nobody was with
Damn
him.
right, Terry. I got you, man.
Why not?
Well, see,
Somebody had to go
technically,
with him.
guys, y'all are looking at this wrong. Technically, the floor killed Owen. That's what
Oh,
he
no.
did. That's what we should be going at.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the floor killed Owen. Like, we should be mad at them.
And
not
if they would
Vince
have removed
McMahon.
that fucking top rope that night, that would have maybe.
There you go. I mean,
Well, Tex, can you imagine if the ring was like, let's say, maybe a number of feet away from the initial impact, and he just fell on the floor?
damn right, Northern Sky.
Oh, dude, the smack.
Hell,
Oh,
but-
fuck, that'd be loud.
But they had thick ass mats. Those mats out there are thicker than the fucking canvas.
What
So
if it was all
Yeah, but
down?
his
saved
fucking
him.
organs would have turned to liquid the minute he hit him.
I mean, when I stepped on mats like that, dude, they're fucking comfy. Or you can almost fall over in that shit if you don't walk right.
But the idea,
Okay.
yeah, but the idea though, you're falling 85 feet in the air, and then the next thing you know, you're trying to tell the referee to look out right before you're about to crash to the ground. I mean,
So I just,
Move, goddammit! I'm on the woo.
I don't know what
God damn it, Jesse.
Landed on the ref, personally.
I don't know what interview I saw where they said if he landed on the mats, he might have survived.
He said Geronimo. Wow.
Yeah, get the fuck out! Get out of the way, goddammit! God damn it! Why couldn't I land on Hebner? I'd have a. God damn it! I hate that
It was
guy.
Jimmy Corderas, but Jesse, you're on fire, bro.
Oh
Nah,
man,
dude, fuck that.
Where's that fucking referee fucking shirt? How much is that? How much you selling that for? Like $9,000.
Free 99. Free 99.
Nah, because Jimmy Corderas just trying to sell his fucking 21 shirt for how much? Fucking 5,000 or something, 500.
21 shirt. I thought it was 69.
Was it? No,
I thought it was-
WrestleMania 21.
Yeah. I thought it was 69.
You'd think everything's 69, 96.
Not me. No, 96 for me, not 69.
Oh no.
I'm a Conway guy.
Holy God.
Oh, I thought you said you're a cuck. Oh my
No,
god.
I'm a Charlie Conway guy. Quack, quack, quack.
Conway.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's honest work. Someone's
Troy's
gotta do it.
Owen. Dude, Troy's
Imperium.
Owen impression. You go, why is he getting up? And then you see him falling. That shit was funny.
Jesse, oh my god, you got to do an Owen impression, promo, whatever, it doesn't matter.
What I did? I already did.
No. Be like a ribbing type of a thing,
Well, to do a little cross promotion here, if anybody watches Gargut's show last night, we were on, and I brought up there's an episode of Walker Texas Ranger that released 1 year after Owen died, and it's a wrestling episode, and it's about a wrestler falling from the sky and dying in the ring.
Hell yeah!
It's
I
released
never knew that.
Yeah,
Little USA, keeping it regular.
And then Gargus, what was it? What was it? Scooby Doo? Was that the other one?
Yeah, Scooby Doo.
Yeah, Scooby Doo like it.
Hey man, you might want to fucking get a seatbelt, dude.
Like
Scooby.
His bird outfit,
Like,
his,
hey, man.
and his rope
Not
breaks,
a bird,
and he just
man.
flies. He just fucking falls to the ring, and it's kind of funny because the way they animated it, but it's It's like, dude, that's so. It's fucking.
Oh, I remember that
No,
episode.
I just want to know, did Owen flap his fucking arms like wings when he came
That
down?
is so messed up. That is so
if he would have just stuck those wings out, he could have glided like around the ring a few times and slowed himself
real,
down.
he had a cape on.
And then just
motherfucker.
right.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
Okay,
It's a Canadian
hang on.
maple
I've
leaf.
seen.
Rocky.
I've watched enough Batman movies to know you just stick your arms out and you can glide all around that subbitch. It's
Damn
really
right.
so. Why didn't he do it? You know what I mean? Come on.
Or
Do you remember the Jackass
Spider-Man
episode where Tony Hawk and I think Bam Margera they dress in the chicken suits and they fly. And there's a theme song that goes like "Who says chickens can't fly" or whatever the hell the song was. Hilarious.
is that like Jackass 2 or some shit?
Probably, yeah. I'm thinking it's around 2.
It sounds like an old vague memory. Like I remember it slightly. Holy shit, that's funny.
Oh my God, Truth Lock, you're on fire.
I remember that.
Super Mario World Cape Glide, or I thought he was like, yeah, Mario would Cape Glide. He would land it. I give him a 10.
I thought I was gonna land on fucking Yoshi and he'd fly me away. Woo! Didn't work out.
Oh my God.
I tried to get the fucking feather. I got the goddamn mushroom in a death. Shit.
Yo, I think 46 Cents has taken it to a whole nother level. He's really into the Tex cult.
Let's wait for those. Let's wait for
Tex
those.
cult's taking over. Taking over, y'all.
I'm a little scared right now.
Is there a?
Yep.
I got it. Here you go, guys.
There
You've been looking for it. Well, now you're gonna get it. Now you're gonna get it, Jesse. Let's go back in time with Tommy C. and Joe Cronin and Troy.
For last.
Whoa.
I'll save that for last.
Well, you can save it for last all you want, but it doesn't make a difference. If me and my brother Owen would stomp a mud hole in your family, we'd walk it dry, we'd drag you back up to Canada, and we'd make you play on the Oilers for one day, but we wouldn't let you wear any pads so you die.
I am
that's why I'm putting the Canada flag in my nose right now.
Brett, I am
Well,
not
you're
a
one
nugget.
disgusting slob.
No, but I can do a better Owen Hart impression.
Let me hear it. Oh God!
Let me hear it.
Oh no! Oh my God!
What?
You know what's great, dude? He fucking lays there for like 10 minutes.
We're never gonna get him out of the air.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I can't relive into this. This is not going anywhere either.
That was really fucked up, man.
We're never gonna get hard on the show. We're never gonna get Brett on here. Oh God, I knew where it was going.
Anyway.
Man, Brett gonna put one of y'all in the sharpshooter, man.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh fuck.
Oh God. Oh no.
Me and my brother Owen, we got this poutine. We got this poutine after the show.
I gotta say it's not bad.
It wasn't bad, but it could use more crisp. I mean, I don't want a soggy disco fry. I want a poutine.
I swear to God, if the fucking Dudley boys were there, they could have 3D'd me. I'd have lived.
That was so fucked up, dude. I had no idea what he was doing. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Like, we were talking about, Owen Hart and Bret. I was just doing a Bret Hart. I was doing a Bret Hart impression, and then he goes, "Oh, I can do a better Owen Hart impression," and I'm like, and I'm literally thinking like, okay, what's this gonna sound like? And then Tommy goes, "Well, let me hear it," and he gets up, and Tommy realized it immediately. Tommy's like, "Oh no, this is bad," and I didn't know what was going on because I was still staring at my stuff. And I'm listening, like, when's he gonna talk? And then I look and I see what he does. I see it right as he went, oh, and I went, oh my God, bro. The fuck?
Yo,
Dude, I remember that night, dude. I was sitting there going, let me hear your fucking impression. Go ahead, outdo me, motherfucker. And then he did that. I go, oh, Christ.
That's what I was waiting for. It's gonna be Jesse. Jesse's
Joe,
gonna
do
go
you
in.
still have that clip of you calling up the cab driver as Brett? Do you still have that?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I got that.
And
Yeah.
the bitch who fucking was at the hotel. You had that motherfucking bitch looking for your luggage for 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Mr.
I left it. I left it near the diner.
Tim Smith.
Please,
It's
play
my
that.
wife's bag.
Please play that.
Please find my wife's bag. It's got her favorite pair of.
Yeah, that was.
It's got her journal in it.
Please, please play that.
Mm.
Oh God.
That was the year that Germany won the World Cup that year. That's what it was. Go Germany. Yeah.
Hey, I'm in Calgary. You gotta pick me up in Calgary.
I'm in Alberta, Canada.
Rosifa, this is why I respect you.
Oh.
You are a smart human being.
Oh.
That was shown by how you backtracked on calling me a racist. I have so much respect for you. Everyone dropped $3.12 bombs for Joe. All the whites.
Yo, drop 313 for my goddamn birthday, and hopefully this year it's not a goddamn.
Oh my God! Look at
monstrosity like
look at the
last year.
part it cut off. It cut off this part. All the whites deserve to live in royal, and all the something must die. Oh my God!
All the Canadians.
It cut that off.
Blacks.
They couldn't even fucking cremate me. I was fucking liquid.
Oh
well,
my
what
God!
do you know? We got ourselves a new member.
Oh shit! Furry Balls becoming a member. Thank you, Furry Balls.
Pants.
Much
I
appreciated.
was trying to suck Ryback's member one time. He is the stupidest fucking person ever. Hope he dies.
Hey, I graduated from NXT, and I went up to the main roster.
How about I kill you? How about I kill you?
Chip Sheffield.
#text cult.
Yep.
How about I kill you with my bare hands? How about that?
North Sky, thank you, 1959. Northern Sky, he's also a patron. Tex Cult, he wants the Tex Cult to rise, apparently. Oh, shit. 46 cents Viper.
#text cult. All hail a Texthausen.
Wow.
Has no guy you simp.
I'm scared. I am so scared now.
The last cult that was in around Dallas didn't end well.
This is how.
This is white party.
Wake up.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
This is how I ascend to power.
Oh yeah.
You would think that after someone dies after dropping from the ceiling, the show would have stopped by police and by force. You know, because he's dead. Smiley face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got.
Wow.
What's going?
What they do in that Texas house in the
Texas
Walker episode? Did they stop the show? Because I remember them wheeling them out, but I don't remember them stopping the show in that episode too. It's even fucked up.
I just want to
Joe,
know
you
how
see Marshawn get
spot was
suspended?
on the payment for whenever
Yeah.
he hit the ground. Like, we never saw how big that was. I wonder if there was an imprint when he did. I always wondered.
They broke the board. They broke the board.
You should have been there. You should have been there to take a picture of it. Yeah, broke the board.
Blood all over the fucking ring for like 4 matches.
Bro,
Like, and there was blood everywhere and everything, so it was weird.
If he had just hit the mat, he actually, I mean, there's a possibility he would have, like, maybe lived because...
I doubt it.
I don't know. Maybe the boards would have cracked and accepted him.
Have you heard
Like,
the
If he
interview
just
guy?
hit the mat, if he just hit the mat, if he fell correctly, he could have taken a lot of the impact in his arms.
Right,
I
but
think
hitting
that-
the...
No,
it
it was
depends,
from
though.
Jim
If he fucking started
He
free
talks
falling
about it.
from the ceiling. Like,
Yeah.
free falling from the ceiling is different than if he had made it halfway down and he dropped. Then
Well,
he
also
might have
remember,
lived.
he also
Dude was
ricocheted.
gonna splat no matter fucking what.
Yeah, but
he was
Justin, he
gonna
also
die.
ricocheted off of the turnbuckle also. So,
ricocheted.
like,
No, I know. No, I know, but like, think about it. Like, I don't know if he fell right off the ceiling, like right when he started rappelling. But like, that would kill you no matter what the fuck you hit. But if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
it was in the dark too, so barely anybody saw it because they were playing the video footage on the Titantron.
There's a
Right.
guy in the third row that's and he does an interview and sees what he's looking at the Jimmy Corderas
Oh,
like
you're talking
moving shit
about that
off.
dude who was second row, huh?
Yeah.
That fan.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he ends up talking about that he heard Owen Hart saying, "Look out." Look
Yeah.
out.
That's so sad, bro. When
Yeah.
I heard that, man.
There's a hurricane coming through.
There's a
Yeah.
hurricane
Oh, my
coming
goodness.
through. Oh, my
Wow.
God, bro. Oh, man, that's the worst. I feel...
The only reason I
Sucks.
say that he could have lived is because there are people that jump out of airplanes without any parachutes.
Hope Triple
That's
H fucking dies, you bastard. That's what you get. Woo!
I was just gonna say that was just James Bond movies that you saw.
No,
they should have
I'm
put-
talking about like in the actual military. There's people that jump out of planes without parachutes.
Right, but like
I'm
at
not an
that
idiot.
at that philosophy, at that speed, again, I'd be shocked if you are just crippled in a wheelchair and you're still alive. But other than that, you know,
I mean, the commentators saw him too. The the Mexican commentators, they fucking
Yes, that was leaked.
Yeah.
That was leaked. I actually, Joe, whenever you get a chance to find that footage, you gotta post it. I gotta see that, like the way it was shot in real time, live on VHS.
I don't know about that. If it was,
Well, dude, it
the
doesn't
audio
show
was
anything. I'm
leaked.
telling you, it's no different than the goddamn network, except they pan to the crowd for about 5 to 10 minutes and they start talking, and that's it. You do not see a thing. You don't even know what happened, except that they're telling you. So now, when you look on the network, it just skips the whole damn thing. The only thing you realize is there's blood in the fucking ring.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I
I've
mean?
seen
So
the
it's not like
footage.
the live footage doesn't help.
You can
There-
hear.
there's nothing
you
on
can
the
hear
live
JR. You can hear JR going, oh no, and then you can hear the Mexican commentators on their end going, yeah, you can hear during the original promo
I never heard
package.
that. I had the
During the-
fucking
Really?
tape, and I never heard that.
Yeah,
I gotta listen to
dude,
that. Yeah, I never heard that.
During
either.
the original promo package, you can hear in the background, and you think it's somebody, like you think it's part of the promo that they're fucking that they're playing a fucking
The Godfather.
of Owen Hart. No,
Godfather,
Owen Hart.
yeah.
Or Blue Blazer, what he was called.
Yes,
And,
Blue
but there's
Blazer,
but you hear like a little impact, and then you hear them fucking reacting, and then they fucking turn down their fucking
Say your vitamins, take your prayers, and drink your milk.
And the Mexican commentator, you can look that up on YouTube, and you can hear them going, "Oh no, oh no."
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no, 'cause
I
you can
do
hear
remember
that.
hearing the story about that. The only thing that really
Collapse.
disturbs me,
Did
though.
you hear that, Gargant? Like, what? You heard that on the original clip, or did somebody put that on YouTube?
I even did like this whole fucking goddamn Owen Hart fucking show about it, like this fucking thing, and I fucking
No, I
ran
get
those
that. I
things
got
back and
that.
forth, man, because I found
what
it.
I'm asking.
Because I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had
Alright.
found that the
You
original
can hear him
time.
say, "I'm not a nugget."
You hear him
Yeah,
say,
you know, when I was in the fucking Nation of Domination, they should have said I'm not a.
if you could find the original,
I didn't say that.
if you could find the original fucking
hate
like somebody
you,
has it on tape or something, you can hear them fucking
Dude, I
reacting to it.
Like, and dude, can you only imagine that in the vault, in the WWE vault of libraries that they have? Like, they probably got different angles of camera angles of that night, and God only knows that's going to be in a restricted section saying never to be
I
watched.
can't believe I didn't see that. I threw away all that shit.
I think we
I
got
saved like 3 whole movies.
Bret
I
Hart.
should have saved that over the edge.
We
I
might-
gave all that stuff away.
We might have Dave Chappelle at his. We might have Dave Chappelle at his local town meeting here.
Yeah.
You heard this?
Looks like church to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Church is shit.
Hi, I'm Dave Chappelle. I just want to say, and Marianne, I can talk to you about this privately. I don't know why the Village Council would be afraid of litigation from a $24 million a year company while they X out a $65 million a year company. I cannot believe you would make me audition for you. You look like clowns. I am not bluffing. I will take it all off the table. That's all. Thank you.
I don't know what that's about.
Did I fuck her? No.
I was looking into that earlier.
What is that?
Apparently, he invested $65 million into some affordable, like basically low-income apartments. But they live in like a country area. But that $24 million investment deal, there's some kind of issue with that I'm not real clear about. But basically, the people who own land don't want low housing income near the people who own.
Oh, it's all right. So it sounds like they acquiesced. Did I fuck? It's not a word.
Yes.
They
No T in there.
All right.
Yeah, we know what you-
They acquiesced. I said this word. I said this. I said this word 2 weeks ago. I said this word 2 weeks ago. Why can't I say it now? Anyway, they bent over for.
Try and spell it.
They got rid of.
Worcestershire.
That's why I didn't graduate at school. They got rid of Dave Chappelle. They took less money from a bigger company to put up condos or something, maybe, and when he was bringing in more money.
Yeah.
So all right. So Monday, Dave Chappelle, blah 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 blah. Chappelle threatened to take his business interests off the table if he wasn't heard, saying, "I'm not bluffing. In December 2020, Chappelle bought a former fire station in Yellow Springs and received approval to transform the space into a restaurant called Firehouse Eatery and a comedy club live. Watched Chappelle speak up during the meeting. Others in the village expressed concern with the traffic flow and water management, but more importantly felt that they were not included in the process of creating the development plan. After the complaints from Chappelle and a number of other residents, the village council deadlocked at a 2-2 vote, meaning that the zoning reverted to the 143 single-family homes, to the 143 single-family homes. Had the plan passed, there would have been 52 duplexes and 24 townhomes, along with an additional 1.75 acres in the community affordable housing to be built later. Although Chappelle was born in Washington, D.C., he spent summers with his father in Yellow Springs after his parents separated, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, so where was this? Where this was happening?
Is this Ohio? Doesn't he live in Ohio now?
It's
Yellow Springs, where
okay.
you can get a golden shower.
I'm just trying to get an idea of, like, you know. Dude, Ohio, they should be grateful for any fucking thing they get. Most people just want to leave Ohio.
Well,
They're
it's
trying
actually
to get something there. It's like, oh my god.
I believe it's a nicer. I think it's a nicer part of Ohio, but I could be wrong. But he does own a big farm out there.
It's a nice woodland type area, and basically they're wanting to flood it with fucking low income homes.
Right.
You know what they're going to put there. It's that kind of situation.
Yeah, and
that's fucked up though, because dude, you can't fucking get a place, even if they're not.
So that's what I'm confused about. I'm confused. Is Dave Chappelle trying to bring in the low incoming house, and the people are upset about that?
No, he's fighting against it.
Okay, so he's fighting against it. He's trying to put. He's trying to build. He's trying to build nice homes and business areas, and and they're trying to put up low incoming housing. He's like, bro, you're gonna fuck up our whole area. So, so it sounds like most people.
He fucking, he could fucking give some of the money he has and fucking make it work right.
Well, he's given $60 million.
Yeah, he was trying to invest $65 million into the community, but they're wanting to put, low rent. And when you put in that kind of deal, you're going to get that class of people, and they're just trying to make their community better. I don't blame them at all for it.
Dude, at least over here, if you don't make at least fucking $900 to $1,000, if you make $1,000 a month, that's what they want for you to live. People don't have enough to fucking buy food or anything. Well, it's like, I don't know. I'm down for low income because most places you can't even get into.
I'm down. I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it if they could run it the right way. Unfortunately, nobody can run it the right way. It's like the blue states can't run it the right way. Even in the red states, Mitch McConnell, his fucking state is a piece of shithole. His state steals from the country. Mitch McConnell takes money from the entire country to save his failing state, and he's a Republican. So, these people, nobody does it low income right. And whenever there is low income, it's wrong every time. I don't know why. So, I don't know. I want lower income, too, because people need to be able to live right now. There's no way to live.
That's why I don't get why he's doing the high, he wants the higher income. I get that.
Well, he's rich. He's a rich person. He's rich.
True. But I would think he would want people to be able to get a house. They can't even fucking afford anything that's not low income.
Right. Right. But, you put enough bad locum and then the whole town goes to shit, and then the whole thing drops and the whole town's gone at some point. That's what he's thinking.
Texas is facing that same thing right now because all of the shit out of California is coming here, and they are buying up
just blame us.
farmland.
Everybody's going to Texas. You're the last frontier, bro. Sorry.
No, I know. What I'm saying is specifically, obviously everybody's coming, but predominantly more people are coming from them. Nothing against anybody personally. And they are buying up farmland hand over fist to just put low-income duplex houses on perfectly good land that you could do so much more with. Or just leave alone because, the one thing that we have that we can't make any more of is land and property. So why do we want to pave all of it? That drives me crazy.
No, don't pave it. See, I come out there and start buying up property. Out here, dude, you could get fucking 3-4 acres for probably less than $10,000 easy.
No, see, if I was,
why do you
build on?
Why do you think I bought land for that reason?
Yeah, and you can always sell some of it. You can always sell a piece of it. If I'm Dave Chappelle, I'd put up low income housing in an area that needs saved, like a place that's dead, a place that's gone. It's like put up low income housing there and promote business out there. And if I was a rich celebrity and I could help out, that's what I'd do. But he's trying to make his community better, and he's trying to create more jobs too, because I think he's trying to. That building's a job creator. But yeah, it sounds like he's the one that's kind of like, fuck this. We don't want to turn this place into a shithole. That's what. So Dave's, he's a rich guy. He wants to live good. He wants a nice neighborhood.
Well, such a hard fucking thing though. It's not black or white. It's fucking. There's a gray area. The thing, like you said, nobody does it right, Joe. Like nobody will do low income right because it's a gray area. Everybody wants a black or a white answer or a red or.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Bullshit.
If you're,
it's not that simple.
If you're certain Republican areas like Mitch McConnell, you run your place into a shithole, and then you have to borrow. You borrow from the rest of the people in the government, and you steal from the country. And when you steal from the country, your state keeps voting for you because you don't charge your people almost anything. Mitch McConnell's state, they barely pay anything. And the reason why they don't pay anything is because he has deals with the government for his state. But he's in a fucking failed state. Okay. But according to his people, he's not in a failed state because they barely pay anything. So even though it's a shithole out there, like they're like, fuck yeah, dude, we barely have to pay any bills because you make deals that gets us out of paying almost anything. Look at the property tax down there. But
that's great, but it fucks everyone else over.
But in California, the blue fucking. Then the whole state starts failing around them, and they make you dependent on the state. So as opposed to, it's different, but it's the same result.
Depending on its people.
Yeah, it's the same failed state, but in a different way. Mitch McConnell steals from the country.
They want a quick answer. They want a quick solution, and it's like it's not how it works.
Come to Massachusetts. Like that's my answer. If you need low income housing, come to Massachusetts. But then Massachusetts is a really expensive place, so I don't know what to tell you.
Same thing here. Like I said, you could get land here, but you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Go try and get a fucking place in the city or whatever. You're gonna be fucked. You won't even be able to live.
I can't believe how much food is. Depends on where you're at. Dude, they're out of everything at the grocery store. I keep going to it's crazy.
Fuck! I gotta fucking do this. Shit, I've been talking about this for 9 months. Fucking time, man.
You see the brewing.
We're gonna be Australia in about 8 months. Be ready.
Be on what?
Just be ready. We're gonna There's gonna be no food. There's gonna be absolutely no food soon.
Really?
Well, I have plenty, dude. I've been preparing for that.
Dude, I've been waiting for this for 1.5 years, man. I mean, I just need to go.
Dude, I've been preparing for over
freezers. I bought fucking everything, man. I bought fucking generators. You name it. I'm ready to go. For the most part.
Yeah. How are you gonna run your generator? There's gonna be no gas.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know exactly.
I'm
gonna have gas, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna have an electric car battery that I'm gonna use that you can run every pounds. They're about $1,000 a piece. Yeah, but you can solar run them.
Yep. You gotta have solar power.
I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have propane, and I'm gonna have a gas generator. 3 different generators.
The other thing you gotta
siphon the gas like Cheech and Chong and
you can do that.
But no, everybody be ready though. No bullshit. Be fucking ready before summer, because that's when the shit hits.
God, I don't think it. I hope it doesn't get to that level, but I mean, it is fucking crazy right now.
Oh no, it will. Well, I just hope that it's not by summer. Maybe it's later, but it's gonna happen. It's guaranteed. Australia's already doing it, and I mean, it's the way it's got to be.
Jesus. Well, the IRS is going to take my house, right? It'll be really weird.
There's ways around that. There really is. Fuck them. They're going to have bigger fish to fry soon. You're not going to be on their fucking radar soon.
Yeah, we'll see. But
no, possibly.
I'm telling you that. Not only do you need the batteries, right? But also, if you can just get a converter, you need to get a converter that's capable of powering some big shit. Because I mean, I'm talking about because eventually batteries, let's pretend the world was ending pretty much, and there was nothing left. You'd want to make sure you have a converter, because a converter has to be able to power stuff in real time, because batteries are gonna die eventually. So you're gonna be stuck with in real time solar power. You're not going to be able to power the fridge because at night, there's not going to be no battery.
Exactly.
But,
exactly.
Well, see, it depends. That's why I say get as many different types of generators and usages of power. Like I have so many different little things around the house, like phones and appliances and shit. But then there's the stuff to run things that matter.
Well,
if it's cold, have a blanket. If it's fucking hot, deal with it. You know what I mean? Like you won't need to spend money on much.
Right.
You won't be running internet. You won't be running TVs. You won't be running lights. You have candles. You'll be fine. But you gotta fucking be smart. It's gonna be fucked up, dude. I'm not even fucking. This is bullshit.
Okay, but see, here's the thing that doesn't get mentioned.
Yes, sir.
I've been prepping for over 10 years. I've got almost 3 years worth of food and supplies for me and my family. All of that means nothing if I don't have the skill and the know-how to put it all into place. What are you going to do if when your generator blows and it blows the circuits in your house? Do you have backup circuit breakers to plug in and fix? Do you have extra wiring and the skill?
I did re-up my shit. If you don't have your breaker re-upped, like make sure your shit is up to code, make sure all that. I just did that recently, so I'm good on that.
How many of you people take prescription drugs? If let's say food runs out, we're in an end of the world scenario. Okay, how many of y'all wear glasses? Do you have extra pairs of glasses? It's not just about.
I don't even have any pair of eyeballs.
There's a lot more to this prepping thing than let's go spend $3,000 on fucking beans and rice. You know what I mean?
Well, see, but most people I can't fucking go without something, even ibuprofen, whatever, for pain or whatever. But most people don't need all the meds they're taking. All they need to do is eat right, do smart shit. They're gonna have to go those routes. They're not gonna be able to get their meds. It's that simple.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
most medication can be replaced by marijuana
illegally.
Don't you think that don't you think that more
worthless fucking drugs for any real problems?
Let me say what I think is now. Listen, I've prepped a little bit. I've got 5 months, 6 months worth of food and shit like that. That's not big time, but that's just a little bit. But let me just say this: more likely, in my opinion, I don't think the whole shit's going to collapse yet or anything like that. I don't think that's coming. But what I do think could come, what I think is more likely, is the instability. Like stuff is it's pretty bad out there. Like what we saw with the toilet paper and things like that, where like you said, glasses and prescriptions and stuff like that, where you're going to see people. Well, you're going to see people opening up, a lot more people opening up their own little shops and own little things and businesses and selling stuff on eBay and these side businesses as opposed to other big corporations. And, you're going to be like, oh, I've got a weird L7 whatever type of magnifier that I need, and nobody has it, and there's no anywhere to go, and so you're on. But eBay still works, and the internet still runs, and everybody still does that stuff. So you have to search on eBay to buy it off some weirdo, and you're bartering with people almost. Someone's like, hey, I've got fucking aluminum. I've got 2 fucking pounds of aluminum, whatever the fuck. And but I'm looking for baking.
What you're saying works if you do it ahead of time.
I'm saying whatever. You can do it ahead of time all you want, but I'm saying there's going to be lots 90% of people won't have done it ahead of time, so they'll be the ones bartering with people. Hey, I need baking soda. Who has baking soda? And the Facebook person in the Facebook town posts, hey, just got a shipment of baking soda. Let me know if you're interested. I'll give you 2 times the amount of baking soda if you have copper, we need this amount of copper, whatever the fuck, things like that. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but things like that, that could happen.
I'll tell you this, guys. For anybody who's serious about wanting to prep, the supplies are not the most important part. Y'all need to look for a good MAG, M-A-G, a mutual assistance group. You need to find like-minded people in your area that you can work with, get supplies with. If the shit hit the fan, they're fighting with you. Because guess what? Community and land are the 2 things that you can't grow. They're just there. They're there or they're not. And if you don't have good people,
like Joe said, bartering,
you're screwed.
Well, what he's talking about is you have a group, you have a night, there's a couple things. You have a night, you have a neighborhood. You're both right. You have a neighborhood watch. You have a group that you hunt with. You have a group that, hey, we've got, you're in charge of water, filtration. You're in charge of the neighborhood watch on this night. There's all these different things, And that's what Tex
You
is talking
find
about.
what everybody's strengths are and you use it.
Yeah, I mean,
You help each other,
right now,
you know?
right now you barely talk to your neighbors probably, but yeah, during this time, if this happens, it's going to be amazing. You're going to be
when shit hits the fan, they're gonna be your best fucking friends.
yeah, because you're all going to have to,
or they're gonna rob you.
well, that's what I'm saying is
Remember this.
you're all going to have to come together so that you've created this little infrastructure on your streets. That so you're not going to rob each other. You're going to look out for each other and get stronger together and building within. That's exactly what would have to be done. Otherwise you'd be worried about your neighbors, but you don't want to be worried about your neighbors. You want to be working.
The
with
Jets
them.
are on their way tonight.
Remember this phrase: you're only 9 meals away from anarchy. That's 3 days of food. If you were sitting in your house,
I can go longer than that without food. Fuck people.
Well, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody with a couple little kids that have been starving for the last 2
Oh shit, they can all, dude. They can do it too. Kids are resilient. They'll be fine.
Oh,
okay,
dude.
but
drown them. Abort them.
You get my point. Parents aren't going to think that. They're going to think, I'm going to do whatever it takes to feed little Johnny and Susan.
I'll eat my damn neighbor. Let me tell you something. My neighbors are liberals. I'll eat my neighbors.
Jim across the street has it. Guess what? They're going to go take it. That's how it works. That's why you position yourself around good people as best as you possibly can.
Right, and I don't know.
That's true.
I got some pretty good guys on my street. I got a couple of military vets on my street. You know, the guy old timers, like 50-year-old dudes who and they post stuff all the time about they're crazy. Like I got a couple guys on my street, man, that I'm actually one of the younger guys though. Like I've gone around, when I walk up and down the street, a lot of the guys on my street are old timers. Like it's kind of free.
Well, who was the guy that hooked you up? Like, didn't you get some stuff from a guy like that's fruit or some shit, like storage fruit or some shit?
That's my neighbor my other neighbor. He might be almost, he's 48 or something. 50. He's retired. He's like 48.
Well, that's the kind of guy you want, dude. Someone who's got some extra bullshit like that. That's great.
Oh yeah, dude. But then my town is weird. Like I always say, I have in Massachusetts. I live in a town that is the most divided politically. It's so funny, but everybody gets along. But yeah. I mean, these people out here, bro. It's different than where I used to live. Where I used to live was the city, and people were different. This is like these guys around here know how to fucking build shit. And just crazy shit. I'm like, wow. Yeah, there's some
If shit were to go down,
if I didn't know how to do something.
If shit were to go down.
What was that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if shit were to go down bad in your neighborhood, A, do you have a location of where you would go that you would be safe? B, do you have a dependable way to get there with supplies to get you there? And C, have you planned all this out and practiced it? So when and if it does happen, you know what you're doing, like it's a fire drill at school.
Yeah,
that
would be a smart thing to do, but I don't have that planned out. But it would be a smart thing to do. But what I can tell you, what I do have, and like as far as prepping wise, I'll tell you what I have. I don't have enough, but I'll tell you what I have. I have 3 water filtration devices, right? So these are good.
How many gallons do they do?
So at a time, there's 2 small ones that only do a gallon, or they'll only do about what's a 12?
It's probably 1.7 liters or something.
Yeah, it's a small one.
Yeah.
It's like a single bottle, like whatever, 12 ounce, whatever. But then I have one that's big.
You can run those all day. They'll do 6 gallons a day.
No, these are
fucking watts. Run them all day.
These are manual pumps that will pump water. You pump the water out of the lake, river, wherever. And 99.9%.
Oh yeah, y'all have water. I forget.
Yeah, carbonated. Yeah, we go. I got a stream right next to me. It's it will filter the water. Basically, you're not going to get sick. You're going to be able to filter plenty of water. So I've got that. I've got those, and those are good for
Yeah.
With the filters I have. They're only good for about 5 to 6, maybe a little bit longer years, right? Like as far as filter wise.
It's an amount of there's an amount of gallons I think that they put through them that then you have
it's
to
50.
change. I don't know.
It's 50 gallons per cartridge, and on the small ones, 50 gallons per cartridge, and I have like 10 cartridges.
Not bad.
So, but then on
That's not bad.
the big one is even better, and I've only got 3 cartridges for that, but that's supposed to be like a year each. So a year each cartridge is what it worked out to be. If you worked out one gallon of water a day, it's like a year or something, and 3 cartridges.
That's what I was
So-
gonna say. Like a gallon a day is all you're gonna need, and that, if you even less,
For
if
when
you can
it-
get away with it.
Right.
When it comes down to food and water, because I've done the math on this, and I've actually went to people who know more than I. Everybody's diet should be based on a 2,500 calories per day. And that's for an adult male of the largest size.
That's gonna be fucking really hard when everything goes to shit.
Well, it's not if you're prepared. So this is why I say these things. So
I feel
you
like
base
that's a waste of
everybody on-
eating. Like I would rather save those calories for 4 days straight. Just
well,
I
see,
can do
okay,
500 calories a
that's
day.
my whole
That'll
point.
work. I've lived on less.
Base it on 25 because if you don't eat that much, it goes on to the next day. That's the whole point of that. You should have 1 gallon of water per person per day for drinking purposes and another gallon for flushing toilets, washing hands, whatever it may be. If you, let's say you're in a worst case scenario here, it's real easy to filter water. You can do it with a t-shirt. You run that water through a t-shirt and then cook that water. It will cook all of that out. If you take a gallon jug of water and get a gallon of bleach and put 1 drop of bleach in that water and let it mix it well and stir, it will purify it completely. You don't need filters.
Well, that's one thing that's good about being in the desert. All you need to do is take dirt, and it will fucking filter that shit right up.
Yeah, you can use. I'd rather use baking soda, but you can. I mean, just boil the water too.
Oh,
boil the
If
goddamn
you watch
water.
Raw, just drink all the bleach and leave the water for your neighbor.
Pass the.
Like I said, prepping knowledge, I can talk for days on that shit because, like I said, that's
No,
the life
dude,
that I
what? Dude, I'm down
I
one of
live
these
in the
days. We'll
middle-
have to get fucking
I
deep
live in
it.
the middle of nowhere. I'm damn near off the grid. Like, I'm within a conch hair away of being completely off the grid. So,
Sure. I'm
That's
a cut
pretty
year
cool.
away from being fucked.
I'd probably be fighting off the Rhode Island robbers where I live.
Oh my goodness.
well, that's going to happen too. I mean, you better have a good security plan and some people around you to help fight because that shit happens. You're going to be doing it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna be using
Dude, what it
I'll
is,
be
man.
using my crossbow.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like that's like for me, fuck food and water, dude. I'm gonna be hiding medication.
Well, here's the thing. Basically, the fact of the matter is, this is the deal. Listen, look. I gotta say this. I gotta get this out of my way. Fact of the matter is, I'm ready to. I have like 500 weapons. Most of my neighbors are liberals. I love them to death. Listen, I love everybody, but when it comes down to my kids, I will eat my fucking neighbors. Okay, I will bite their heads off. I'll feed the torsos to my children if I have to do it, and I will.
I'll keep the spleen.
I'm not afraid to eat my goddamn neighbors. They'll be the reason we're in this situation. You know, they wanted to vote for who they voted for. Now I'm eating them. And I'll remind them of it when I'm killing them and feeding them my children. Like, you did this. You voted for Biden. You voted for the vaccines, the mandates, the hypocrisies, the devils, the demogorgons, and all the devilish people up in the world. I'm just now having to do, you've made me have to eat you is what I'm saying. So, hey, listen, it is what it is. No hard feelings.
All you meth head devil.
All you meth head devil worshippers. I am sick. I'm sick of them
Everybody's
controlling
gonna wish
us.
they had fucking meth when this shit hits. Let me tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Alex Jones was right.
He's right about a lot of things.
Alex Jones was right.
Right wing.
Fuckers should have listened.
Oh, dude.
All right, guys.
That poor guy.
I got to end the show. I know I've had fun. I didn't want to end because I'm having a blast. I got to get out of here. I got an early morning. Keep it going.
Dude, we got
Garguts.
Thursday night tomorrow. Holy shit.
Oh, I got every day now is a short night now. I got crazy shit to do. It's insane.
Well, no, but tomorrow you have to beat the clock or whatever the fuck.
Well,
like you could be on forever.
Yeah, tomorrow night we could be up all night long. Tomorrow night, that's why I got to get it all
Friday
done
and
on
then
Thursday.
Saturday.
All
The
night
time to
long
beat
with
at 9 hours. The time to beat at 9 hours.
Oh my God, the
Listen to
time.
him, I was
Holy
getting excited.
God.
We might have
He's
to.
already ready to go.
We might have to change the amount. You know what I mean? Like $10 is 3 minutes. Like we might have to fucking.
No. Yeah, definitely. Like, think about that before tomorrow. Like, you want, definitely set that shit up right. 'Cause
Go.
you gotta be
$1 a
realistic. We
minute.
can't
Every
just do
dollar
9
equals
hours
a
and
minute.
then. Well, yeah, whatever. Well, I don't know about that shit.
We'll be here for 3 days if that's the case, dude.
No,
He's
it's
got
really
big
like
shows
8
to do,
hours.
dude.
But
3 days. In a
but he
row,
went in
man.
a whole hour by himself drunk as fuck.
Well,
Yeah, but he said the show doesn't stop until he ends it.
It don't stop until somebody dies. You got
He
it.
dies. He
in.
dies.
Fuck you! Don't cut me. I mean,
Vincent ended. When no one died.
Which
dude,
one, Vince Russo or Vince McMahon?
This entire fucking community. I will Owen Hart everybody. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, baby.
Enjoy it.
All right, well, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. And we're going to go out.
I'll see you.
I'll see you in hell. We're going to end the show, and we're going to go out to The Rock, baby. The movie The Rock. Hans Zimmer. Greatest composer ever. Unbelievable stuff from AEW tonight. Did you love it? Leave it in the comments down below. We'll see you next time. Tony Khan, he did it again. He did it. Tony Khan with a huge AEW Dynamite show live on TBS. Jade Cargill is sexy. Yeah!